Now, what have I done with my phone? Somewhere over here. Ah, it's down in a crate of records, of course. Alrighty, let's see what's going on here. Let's see here. All right. Hello. Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. We're going to be selling some records tonight. If you didn't realize we're going to be selling records tonight, then you're in the wrong place. This is a live Facebook record sale. I hope everybody realizes that. Fast-paced. I got so much to show, I don't even know where to start. So I'll start where I usually do, by going through a crate of records. I've got a unique mix of stuff over here tonight. We're going to do a lot of flip crates that I have predetermined as on sale. Let me see if this is one of them. It is. So I think the other night it worked out really well. I hope everybody got to catch the last couple sales. We had an interesting... Now that I'm set up and I can talk, let me get all this shared everywhere. So give me a second to get everything shared in the proper outlets. Put up some of those autographs. It's going to happen really, really soon. I'm actually going to go ahead and walk over here and be grabbing some of that stuff. We got another copy of Badlands to auction tonight. Let's share that in those two groups. Let me go over here, and I promised everybody once again I would share it in our Instagram story, so let me do that. Let's see if we are live on YouTube. We are. Share, copy link. Let's see here. Now, let me go over here to the Instagram. Right here. And let's go to story. I need to post this. And I'm going to say live. Whoop, that's where the link goes, Chad. Live now. Finally got this set up, I think. Now let me go to Restream. Okay, so we're live here on Facebook. And let's see here. Almost here, everybody. It takes longer and longer to get this set up every show, doesn't it? Okay, I think we're good to go now. Yeah, so here's a preview of some of our autographs. If you hadn't seen many of the ads or posts, we got an autographed X album. We have a copy of Badlands I'm going to be putting up for auction. I've got an autographed John Sebastian from the Lovin' Spoonful. And actually, it's two autographs. It includes the, I'm going to sell those together. I got a Mick Jones autograph from The Clash, Cheap Trick autograph, Tommy James, and David Jones from the Monkees, Davy Jones, and another really cool Peter Frampton autograph. So, yeah, we got some good stuff to be put up. Lots of vintage stuff we're going to be doing on sale. That's what we're going to start with right now. So I have assembled what is a $9.99 flip crate. And we're probably going to go ahead and get some auctions rolling with some Japanese stuff. Some pretty good stuff as always in that department. Let me go ahead and pull a couple of those. And I'll get a couple auctions and start in just a second. So Ed, I'm going to keep this pretty simple. This first crate, everything is going to be $9.99 on this vintage stuff. So We have Kansas Audio Vision. So I don't know if y'all seen what I was doing last night, but I went through some stuff we had up front. I sorted it. I made some $5 crates, $7 crates, $10 crates, $15. Very easy for us to go through. All on sale. A lot of this is half off or probably 30% off or more. So lots of really good deals here. This is pretty much going to be like an on sale vintage night the entire night. So Kansas is $9.99. Grand Funk Live, $9.99. James Taylor, Walking Man. James Taylor, Walking Man, $9.99. You're going to be hearing me say $9.99 a lot, but just so, because there'll be people hop on and be like, how much is that? They don't realize we're in a $9.99 crate. Joe Cocker, Historia de la Musica Rock. Really nice. And these aren't, I'll let you know if they're check condition, but these are really nice, most of them. So I'll let you know if it's check condition or not. James Taylor, Walking Man. Jackson Brown, The Pretender. That is $9.99. And Commander Cody, we've got a live one here. That's a 2LP. That was $29.99. $9.99 on that. So Jeff McMaster on K was Kansas. That sold to Jeff McMaster. Ron Phillips on Grand Funk Railroad. Do you have your feed up there, Ed?
I do.
Okay, Ron Phillips on Grand Funk Railroad and Mark Fallon on James Taylor. Those three are all sold. So we still got Joe Cocker, Jackson Brown, Commander Cody. This is a sealed copy of the True Grit soundtrack. That is sealed. That's now just $9.99. Montrose, Jump on It. And Traffic on the Road. Traffic on the Road. Let's see here. Early Faces, the Small Faces. It does have some cover damage on the back here. 1972, Small Faces. That is just $9.99. We've got Mark Fallon on the True Grit soundtrack. Mark Fallon is first of that. Kathy was second. Randy Scarborough, first on Montrose. Randy Scarborough, first on Montrose. Just have to watch now. I found an awesome C8 President Velvet with an unpeeled banana. Sounds like you've spent your budget for the week. Brian Sharkey, you were second on the Montrose. Brent Rabley, first on the Faces. Kathy can have True Grit if she wants it. Okay, well, we'll leave that up to Kathy. Jimmy Smith, The Cat. That is a VG Plus. The Cat, Incredible Jimmy Smith. Black Verve label. That's VG Plus. And Up the Creek soundtrack. Cheap Trick, The Beach Boys, Heart. This was $24.99 gold stamp promo. I'm telling you, this is some really good stuff in here. Kathy said yes. So change that. Change the... Yes, Ed's got it under control. Brian Sharkey on JS. That's Jimmy Smith. That sold to Brian Sharkey. Next was Tommy Flowers, Up the Creek. And David Williams. David's bought from us before. Let me see his picture here. Yeah. David, you've bought from us before, it looks like. Seems like I should remember that name since my last name's Williams, but that's sold to David Williams. Okay. Well, I told you I was going to get into some new Japanese stuff, and I did. And guess what? The first box had Rad in it, and guess what? It's the same album we sold 3 copies of already this week. There is another Rat album. I'll put that up for auction in just a moment. But I've got Rat, Invasion of Your Privacy. It's a pristine Japanese pressing. We've already checked all these for tonight. I have an entire crate of new Japanese stuff. It is incredible, some of the stuff we have and the condition it's in. So I got a whole crate of never shown Japanese stuff except for what I posted on Facebook. This is a $65 start. Rat, Invasion of Your Privacy. Has the inner sleeve, near mint vinyl. That's a $65 start. And we have Bob Seger, Beautiful Loser. This is a Japanese pressing. No obi. It is pristine with the lyric insert. That's a $25 start. Bob Seger, Beautiful Loser. Perfect copy. That is so nice. You won't see a U.S. copy that nice. They're always beat up. Next is the Moody Blues, Every Good Boy Deserves Favor. This is $9.99. No, Rat's not $9.99. You'll have to add a little bit to that. Moody Blues is $9.99. And the Electric Horseman, featuring songs performed by Willie Nelson. This is $9.99. If you're just hopping on, we're doing a $9.99 flip crate. This is pretty much, a lot of this is half off. It's some stuff from, it's back from April. A lot of it I was seeing April, March. So before long, it's going to be half off anyway. And we have so many records we need to put out in our bin. So I'm going ahead and clearing some house on some things. Ray Charles, I'm All Yours, Baby. Ray Charles is just $9.99. The Sting, this one's in shrink wrap. Really nice copy. That's $9.99. And the Long Riders, original soundtrack, music composed and arranged by Ry Cooder, $9.99. So soundtrack, music by Ry Cooder. And Flashdance is in shrink wrap. This is some great deals. I'm glad everybody's, if you're on, be glad you're watching. Brian Sharkey's at $25 on the Seeger. That's going once, going twice to Brian Sharkey. And I'm looking for a $65 start on Rat, Invasion of Your Privacy. Those are our first two auctions of the night. We'll be doing the autographs soon. I'll kind of wait a little bit. I see a lot of people getting on those. Some people waiting probably to bid on those, so I won't wait too late. Donnie Moore got Ray Charles. Tommy Flowers on the Long Riders soundtrack, and Nick Pullen on the Sting soundtrack. Those three are all sold. We have ABBA. This one has the promo strip, time strip label is what I'm trying to say. Hot sticker and a gold stamp. This thing is covered with stuff. $9.99 for ABBA. $9.99. Brent Rabel is in at $27 on Seeger. The Electric Company. This is actually a Sesame Street record. Has Morgan Freeman on it. This is VG Plus, now just $9.99 for that. Axe, Randy Bachman of Bachman Turner Overdrive. That is $9.99 now. That's a half-off record. And Jim and Ingrid Croce. Jim Croce, Another Day, Another Town. $9.99. $9.99 on that. Everything's $9.99. 10 Years After, Undead. This is EX on the vinyl. EX on the vinyl, $17.99. Now $9.99. 10 Years After. The Best of the Outsiders. That is $9.99. And Bachman Turner Overdrive. That is now $9.99. Jared McLaughlin, first to ABBA. Brent Rabley on 10 Years After. Brent Rabley on 10 Years After. American Gigolo soundtrack has Blondie, Call Me. And what's the other one? Cheryl Barnes, Love and Passion. That's now $9.99. Shine On Brightly, Procol Harum. This was a nice one. Originally $24.99. Gatefold. Really nice copy of Procol Harum. $9.99. And Herman's Hermits 15's Greatest Hits. That's $9.99. And the Rocky original motion picture score is $9.99. So Brian's back in on Seeger at $30. We already got ABBA pulled. Did I pull 10? What was 10? Did we already pull that? 10 Years After. I've already pulled that. Okay. And Kathy on American Gigolo soundtrack. Brent Rabley first on the Procol Harum. And Dakota first on the Rocky original motion picture score. The Buddy Holly Story soundtrack. That's now $9.99. And we have Hank Williams Jr.'s Greatest Hits. All of his classics, 14 of them. That's $9.99. And Ray Charles in Person. Ray Charles in Person, $9.99. Now, I'm about to blow everybody's mind, okay? We are actually, in my efforts to make buying records as easy as possible to you, and my efforts to sell you records any way possible, we are actually currently live on a third platform right now. That's mind-blowing, isn't it, Ed? We are live right now on Twitter. I don't think there's anybody watching. I've only shared the link with Tanner and Seth to make sure it was working. I hadn't checked my messages. I'm pretty sure it's working. But we are actually live right now on Twitter as well. We're live on Twitter. I haven't seen a little tweet bird pop up, and no one's bought anything. So I think Shop Collectco. I think that's our handle. I think it's Shop. No, it's Collectco Live. Collectco Live. Yeah, Collectco Live is our handle. Kathy's first on Hank. Let me go ahead and pull that for Kathy. Donnie Moore got the Ray Charles. Paul, you were second on Hank. And update on Seeger. Brian Sharkey, if you're out, say out. If you're in, you can keep bidding. We're at $32 on the Seeger. I'm going to go ahead and end Rat. If anybody wants to buy that now, you can buy that now for $65. Hey, we're already getting followers. I figured there'd be some people want to watch over there. Rat is my phone. I'm seeing so-and-so's following you, so-and-so's following you. Rat is a $65 buy it now if anybody wants it. Tom Ulanowski is in on the Herman's Hermits. And that is sold to Tom Ulanowski. Just 30 minutes ago. That's spooky. Yeah, well, I set one up the other day. I've been trying to figure out how to post pre-orders. And, you know, I figured if somebody has a Twitter, that way I can, mostly for 5 viewers on Twitter right now. Thank you, Craig. Craig's on there. How many screens do you have in front of you, Craig? Like 7? I imagine you like working for the CIA or something. You're like in a laboratory with all these monitors. Bruce Springsteen, The River. VG Plus, that's now just $9.99. And Rosington Collins bands, that's VG Plus $9.99. Quarrymen 45. Is that a request or am I missing something there? Chicago Transit Authority, that is now $9.99. Here's another half off one of these. That is the second label, but that is very nice. That is very, very, very nice. Willie, Chris, Brenda, and Dolly. That is 9. I want to see our first live tweet comment. Someone needs to get an award. I figured Seth or Tanner would say something, but on here, yeah. I hadn't seen it yet. It hadn't popped up yet. So, well, it hadn't showed up here yet. I don't know. I might. Yeah, it's either a really bad lag or I don't have something turned on right. So, Marty, 40 for Rat. I can't do that because I've already sold 3 this week for 65. I've already sold 3 this week for 65. So I'm lurking. Hello. No, they're not showing up on Restream. So no, I can't see it on my end. Let me make sure. No, actually, there's a filter thing here. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Filtering. I may not have something turned on. I just linked it. I wasn't really. There's all of our blocked people. There that is. Analytics, appearance. You know what? I really don't know how to make that work. Yeah, they're not showing up here. So don't try to buy anything on there tonight because I can't see you. John Young was buying the Beatles. Oh, John Young, he did? Oh my gosh. John Young bought the butcher cover. Yeah, I can't see it. So, okay. Well, I'll figure. Now y'all know we have one, but don't buy on there tonight because I can't see your comments. Let me make sure what I missed, or if I missed anything. I'm actually on one screen, but I do have 3 tabs up. 40 for Rat. Marty, like I said, I've already sold 3 this week for 65, so it's kind of hard to do that, but I might take less. We'll see. I hadn't really. Does River have inserts? Price on CTA. Jeff Miller, Chicago Transit Authority is $9.99. $9.99. What was the River? Oh, the Bruce Springsteen, the River. Okay. Let's see. It was Rat, Invasion of Your Privacy. And I've got another Rat Japanese to auction as well. Also be clear, I do not work for the CIA. Sure you don't. Okay, Jeff Miller takes Chicago Transit Authority. Let me check the River for what happened to it. Did we already sell that? No, there it is. Let me check this for Brian Sharkey. Brian, I've got 2 inner sleeves, and that's it. Unless there's something down in the inner sleeves, I just see 2 VG Plus LPs. That's on Bruce Springsteen, The River. All right. Johnny Winter, captured live. Johnny River is $9.99. Hank Williams Jr. and Lois Johnson, Send Me Some Lovin' and Whole Lot of Lovin'. That was, oh, wait a second. These 3 here got put in the wrong crate. I was going to bundle these. Give me a second on that. I promise they're for sale, but I also have a bundle crate, okay? I have a bundle crate. Those got put in the wrong crate. I've got a crate where we've got like 5 Genesis albums, and like we're gonna bundle them. So, Boz Skaggs, Silk Degrees, $9.99, and Marshall Tucker Band, where we all belong. That is $9.99. Just to update everybody on our auctions, if you're just hopping on, I need to, or the Twitter stuff got us distracted. Brent Rabley's at 37 on Seeger. Brian Sharkey, I never did say if you were in or out on that. So let me know. He's out on Seeger? Okay. Okay, and then Rat, I see I've had 3 people ask now. It's a $65 buy now. It's a perfect copy. We've already sold 3 this week. That's my last one. I just unboxed that one last night. $65 on that. We're also doing a $9.99 on sale crate. Everything in here is probably half off. So take advantage of this while you can. Reba McIntyre, Sweet 16. That is $9.99. Santana Abraxas, that's a VG copy. VG copy, $9.99. And Andrew Lloyd Webber, wow, you gotta say that fast. Requiem. That is $9.99 as well. Let's sell Rat to George Buchanan for, well, hold on a second. David also asked the price, and he said he'll take it too. Let me see if George or David asked first. David asked before you, George. He did. He asked which rat was that. Yep, David was, and he asked actually before. He said just got on which rat. So, George, David had first slot on that. So, sell that to David Tate for $65. And we're going to go ahead and sell Seeger to Brent Rabley for $37.
How much for the rat?
$65 on Rat to David Tate. And Bob Seeger is sold for $37 to Brent Rabley. Now, we've got Brian Sharkey on Santana. Brian Sharkey on Santana. And Gabe, $9.99 for Reba. These are all like half off or more. Everything in here is $9.99. Yes, these are all still $9.99. Ike and Tina Turner, Let Me Touch Your Mind. That is $9.99. Doc and Merle Watson, 2 days in November, $9.99. There Goes the Neighborhood, Joe Walsh. I have 3 of these. Look, 1, 2, 3. I have 3 of them. They're all $9.99. $9.99. Joe Walsh. George Delisle on Doc Watson. That's sold to George Delisle. Tina Turner, Acid Queen. That's a VG Plus, $9.99. And Big Joe Turner, Steel Boss of the Blues. That is $9.99. Let George, if he wants it, I was just going to get another copy. If he don't, I'll keep it. George Buchanan, let me know if you do want Rat. He's saying you can have it. If you pass, then he'll still take it. So, we'll see what George says. So, George Delisle got Doc Watson. Then we have John Stevens on JW. That's Joe Walsh. There's one for John Stevens. What's the start on that Cheap Trick auto? I'll show it in just a minute. How about that? Carol Seeley on Ike and Tina Turner. There's Carol Seeley's Ike and Tina Turner. George Delisle also gets a Joe Walsh. Alan Jonathan on Big Joe Turner. Tim Holloway also on Joe Walsh. And Donnie Moore on Tina Turner.
Okay, so
George Delisle on that one.
yeah.
Yep. And then we've got John Stevens on a Joe Walsh. Let me introduce these 2 auctions. That was a busy moment. Let me introduce these first 2 auctions, or next 2 auctions. We have one of the nicest, and I've sold some nice ones before. Yes, Fragile. Now, if you don't have this in your collection, especially this Japanese version, you're missing out. I have a Japanese press, a pristine press of Yes, Fragile. It is immaculate. There's the very nice cover. There's the little lyric booklet that was included with the OG US copies, and I guess it's included with the OG Japanese copies as well. There's a lyric insert, and the vinyl is immaculate, mint. $65 start on Yes, Fragile. Really nice. And I have a copy of Till Tuesday, Voices Carry. Japanese press of Till Tuesday, Voices Carry. Near mint, pristine. There's the book that went with it, Obi and cover. That's a $35 start. Till Tuesday's a $35 start. Yes is a $65 start. Okay, back to the $9.99 stuff. Pat Travers, Crash and Burn. That is $9.99. Tony OK, Romeo Unchained. That is sealed. That is sealed. Now $9.99. Do you need me There was three Joe Walshes, John Stevens, Ed, George Delisle, and Tim Holloway. These two that's over here. And then Big Joe Turner went to Alan Jonathan. And so let me know if you need anything. Eric Beck is at $35 until Tuesday. Darwin got the Pat Travers band. That's sold to Darwin. And Gabe at $9.99. Reba is already 65% off. So everything in here is $9.99. That's the price. That is the price. Billy Thorpe, East of Eden's Gate. That's a gold stamp promo, $9.99. Alan Parsons Project Eve. That is $9.99. And Three Dog Night Cyan. That is $9.99. Eric Beck is at $35 until Tuesday. That's going twice, going 3 times. I'm going to move these pretty fast because we got auctions, we got autographs, Japanese. We got a lot to auction. And 10 Years After is $9.99. So Gabe, just let me know if you do want Reba for $9.99. Jeff McMaster on Billy Thorpe. Donnie Moore on Alan Parsons Project. And Kathy on Three Dog Night. Three Dog Night. The Moody Blues, In Search of Lost Chord. That's probably my favorite album of theirs. Brent Rabley on 10 Years After. And Gabe said he will take Reba. I'm going to make... Ed's going to be busy tonight.
Jeff
McMaster got the... let's see here. No, it was Darwin on Pat Travers, Jeff McMaster on BT, Billy Thorpe, yeah.
Kathy Amison, Three Dog Night.
That's right, yeah.
And then who got
Alan Parsons went to Donnie Moore, and Brent Rabley on 10 Years After, and then Gabe got the Reba McEntire. Tawana on Moody Blues. Tawana Moody. Here's what's going to happen. Jess is making mistake. I'm going to turn my attention away from it so you'll sell Cheap Trick. Yeah, you better not close out of your screen. You better take it to the supper table with you. Synergy Chords. This is on clear vinyl. We're going to be busy tonight because I told Ed, I said, I've got like 8 blowout crates. I think his eyes got kind of big. What?
How much was Reba for Gabe?
They're all $9.99. So we're still $9.99. Synergy Chords, that's on clear vinyl. Sticks 2 is $9.99. Stephen Steele's is $9.99. 38 Special, Wild Eyed Southern Boys, that is EX, $9.99. And Michael Jackson, this is Smooth Criminal. Smooth Criminal, that is $9.99. 12-inch single. REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity, that is a VG Plus. Okay. I'm about to end these auctions as soon as we get done tagging these. We've got Wyatt first on 38 Special. Is that right? Yeah. Wyatt Akins on 38 Special. This Tawana got Moody Blues here. Tawana Bennett. 38 Special is sold to Wyatt. Then we have David Tate on Sticks. David Tate on Sticks 2. Wyatt got 38 Special. David got Sticks. Kathy first on the Michael Jackson Smooth Criminal. That's sold to Kathy. She was first on that. Carlene was second. And then Darwin was first to REO Speedwagon. Darwin was first to REO Speedwagon. Mark Fallon, you were third on Smooth Criminal. Joe Sloop, we've already sold Sticks 2. Stereo, you were fourth on Michael Jackson. Okay. That's it. Let's try our best. Just a favor I ask to everybody. If you claim something, let's try to keep it under your name. It's going to be hard enough for us to tag everything and then maybe start giving it to backup people. So, Kathy, you've got Michael Jackson. If you do want to pass, that's okay. Carlene was technically next. And then Mark, Stereo was 4th. So, just so everybody knows, it's a lot easier on us after we tag you for it. I know you're being very generous and being like, well, I've already got 3 copies, give it to the next person. But it may have already been tagged and keyed in at that point. So, Till Tuesday is sold to Eric Beck for $35. That's sold to Eric Beck for $35. Okay, and yes, Fragile is now a buy it now for $65. Yes, Fragile is $65. That's a beautiful copy. To the next person. Okay, so give Michael Jackson to actually Carlene Rollins. Yeah. Usually we've already, we already make a tag for it, and then it, sometimes we may already have it keyed in. So Michael Potts gets the yes. I figured somebody was waiting on that. So came prepared to pay $55 for yes. It sold to Michael for $65. I've auctioned a copy of this one night for over $100. 65 Michael Potts. Brent, he just beat you out on that. Okay, 2 new auctions. Let's at least do 1 autograph. Not Cheap Trick. Let's start off with something simple and easy. A Tommy James autograph. And then I'm going to go back through these $9.99 records. This is autographed by Tommy James. Tommy James of Tommy James and the Shondells.
Is this going to Carlene?
Carlene Rollins to Michael Jackson, yeah. So here's how we do our autographs. These came from a collection from a guy in Atlanta without a shadow of a doubt. I believe this is 99.9% authentic. I've sent it to 2 other people this morning. If for some reason you or if you decide to take the extra step to have this authenticated, and it comes back not real, I'll give you your money back. But I promise you, it's real. This is a $35 start. Tommy James autograph. It's a really good album to autograph. One of my favorites, the best of. It has all kinds of really cool hits. As far as the condition of the jacket, it's about VG. It has a crease in it. The vinyl's not too good, but this is a really big, bold, strong autograph on that. So that's a $35 start. And I've got a Japanese copy of Rat, Reach for the Sky. Wow. We don't get this one in too often. Ratch. That's Reach for the Sky and Rat. That is no Obi. The vinyl is near mint. Perfect copy. Rat, Reach for the Sky. I'll start that one at $35. Rat, Reach for the Sky. So $35 on that and $35 for Tommy James and the Shondells autograph. $35 and $35. All right, let's recap this bin of $9.99 records. If you're just hopping on, I have an entire flip crate here. Most of it's half off. I went through some bins to make room for new records. We kind of clear out our bins. I sorted through stuff, and I was like, these are $10 records. They'll definitely sell for that. So, $9.99. Joe Cocker, which is a compilation. First track is With a Little Help from My Friends and Feeling All Right. She came in through the bathroom window. That is $9.99. That's in shrink wrap. Commander Cody, we've got a live one here. $9.99. Traffic on the Road, live Traffic, $9.99. Moody Blues, Every Good Boy Deserves Favor. That's now $9.99. The Electric Horseman, Willie Nelson soundtrack. That's $9.99. And Flashdance soundtrack. Flashdance is $9.99. The Electric Company with John put a little sticker on it. Morgan Freeman. That's $9.99. Randy Bachman is $9.99. And Jim Croce. That is Another Day, Another Town, $9.99. We've got a $35 bid on the Tommy James autograph. That's to Brent Rabley. That's going twice, going 3 times. I'm about to sell it. And Rat is at $40 with Corey Costa. Rat's at $40. Kathy's first to the Joe Cocker. Let's give that to Kathy Amos. And we have Julie Roman on the Flashdance soundtrack. That's sold to Julie Roman. Everything in here is $9.99. The Best of the Outsiders featuring Time Won't Let Me. That's a really nice copy on Rhino. Bachman Turner Overdrive is $9.99. The Buddy Holly Story soundtrack is now $9.99. Rosenton Collins Band. That's a VG Plus, Anytime, Anyplace, Anywhere. That's $9.99. Willie, Chris, Brenda, and Dolly, the winning can. That's Willie Nelson, Dolly Parton, Chris Christopherson. That's now $9.99. And Bruce Springsteen, The River. VG Plus on this one, $9.99. Rats now at 41. Tommy James is at 40 with Ron Phillips. Brent Rabley's back in at 42. Dakota takes the Bachman Turner Overdrive. Jared McLaughlin on the Electric Company. Jared McLaughlin on the Electric Company. Corey Costa's back in on Rat at 42. And David Tate wants the Willie Nelson True Hand record. Those are all sold. A few more left in here. Johnny Winter, Captured Live. That's now $9.99. Boz Scaggs, Silk Degrees. That has probably two of his biggest hits, Lido Shuffle and Lowdown on it. That's $9.99. Marshall Tucker Band. That's a 2LP. It's got a clip corner and some writing, but that's more than half off now. Andrew Lloyd Webber. I'm going to stop saying this because tonight I just can't get it out. But that's $9.99. Tony OK, Romeo Unchained. That is sealed. That is now $9.99. Synergy is just $9.99, and this is on clear vinyl. Clear vinyl. And Stephen Stills. I think this one has, love the one you're with on it. It's $9.99. Okay, Ron Phillips is back in on the Tommy. Here's what's up for auction: an autographed copy of the best of Tommy James and the Shondells. Ron Phillips has that for $44. Jared McLaughlin was the next comment. He wants the Outsiders. We have a Japanese pressing, no Obi. This is a Japanese pressing of Rat, Reach for the Sky. Uh-oh, it does have an insert with it. I knew I needed to look in this cover. Rat has, it has two inserts. Excuse me, it does have inserts. I thought that was weird. They were down in the cover. Rat, high bid on that. That automatically made it went up $10. We had 44. We had 45. Jeff McMaster on Synergy. Jeff McMaster on Synergy. Brent's out on Tommy James, and Brian's at 46 on Rat. So Rat, Reach for the Sky, and we have $50 on that now, and Tom Ulanowski wants Stephen Stills. Tom Ulanowski on Stephen Stills. So Rat's at 50. Looks like Brent was out on Tommy James, and this is with Ron Phillips at 44. Ron Phillips at 44, and I think everybody's out on that one now, so that's going twice, going 3 times. And Rat is at 50, now 55. That's the second time we went through that crate, so I am setting that one aside. I have, let's see, I've got a $19.99 crate. I've got two $14.99 crates. I've got a $5 crate, but that's just 12-inch singles. So let's see, what do we want to do next? Is this a I got a $6.99 crate. Let's do a $6.99 crate. Ed, I'm about to change it up a little. Yep, this is $6.99.
Okay.
So $6.99. Wow, I've never done a $6.99 crate. So everything is in here $6.99. That's the final price. $6.99, okay? $6.99. There will be some check condition stuff in here. That's probably why it's going to be $6.99. Tommy James is sold. Time has expired in my mental clock. That sold to Ron Phillips for $44. Rat is at 60. I got two people at 60. It's a Japanese copy of Reach for the Sky. It's pristine, no Obi. It does have the two inserts with it. High bid on that is with Corey at 60. He was in first. Let's do another autograph. I think there's a lot of people standing by. I've got Frampton. I got Mick Jones. I got Badlands over here too. And the X album. Well, let's go ahead and do this. This is probably one of the better ones of the night. So this is autographed. This is an autographed copy of Cheap Trick One-on-One. Now, for my research, I think Robin Zander here, Bonnie, Carlos, and of course Rick Nielsen, those are original members that was like on the first album, Dream Police. And I think this guy was maybe new to this album, this John Brandt. That's from my...
Tom's not on there.
Yeah, yes. So that's from what I understand on... I don't know a lot about Cheap Trick. You know, I'm not a Cheap Trick historian, but that's what's going on here. 100% authentic. I'm going to probably say this with every autograph. I guarantee this to be authentic. If you have it authenticated and it's not, I'll give you your money back. Cheap Trick, $175 start. $175 start on that one.
And Tom Peterson's not on there.
No Tom Peterson, yeah.
The original.
This is a new guy up here, but these three guys as well. $175 on Cheap Trick. Very nice. The LP's in good condition too. So nice cover. $175 on that. Okay, Rat, we have 65. We're at 75 on Rat. Everything in here is $6.99. $6.99. We have a VG copy of Paul Simon, self-titled. That is $6.99. Carly Simon is $6.99. Carly Simon is $6.99. No condition notes on that one, so that's near mint. Nancy Sinatra, VG Plus. That is $6.99. Nancy Sinatra. Diana Ross Live is $6.99. Diana Ross at Caesar's Palace. That's $6.99. Son's Best of Charlie Rich. That is $6.99. $6.99. Kenny Rogers' Greatest Hits is $6.99. And The Spirit of 67, Paul Revere and the Raiders, $6.99. Okay, so we had 75 of Clint Howard on Rat. John said pretty high for Cheap Trick. He's playing that reverse psychology with everybody again. He's just waiting to bid on it. Clay Moore on NS. Clay Moore on NS, which was Nancy Sinatra. That sold to Clay Moore. Kathy on Diana Ross. Brian Sharkey on PS. That's Paul Simon. And Dakota is in on Kenny Rogers. Dakota's in on Kenny Rogers. And Donnie Moore on Carly Simon. Let's see here. I don't see $70 bid on Rat. It's probably because it's on YouTube. It won't be in your Facebook chat. It will be that was on YouTube, Clint Howard. So you'll have to, that's on the embedded feed. It's already off the screen now, but Cheap Trick is $175 start, and Clint Howard is at $75 on Rat. He's bidding on YouTube. So if you're just looking at your Facebook chat, it won't show up. It's on the embedded feed on that. So, okay, I think I got all those. We're all good. The only two things is Charlie Rich and Paul Revere. And Ron Phillips has claimed Paul Revere. Everything in here is $6.99. Mark Fallon, $175 to get Cheap Trick started. Up to you. Rare Earth in Concert. That's a VG copy, $6.99. Carl Perkins' Greatest Hits. That's in shrink wrap, VG Plus. That is $6.99. Warm and Wonderful, Les Paul and Mary Ford. That's a VG copy, 6i. That is $6.99. IS condition on PR. Is that something I already pulled? Paul. Oh, he did. Paul Revere. Let me have that Paul Revere right back. I missed that. Brent Rabley. No condition notes on this one. No condition. That's a really nice copy. I have a feeling we'll be. That is, Ron claimed it, but Brent had asked the condition of it, so we may need to change that.
Hold on to that.
Yeah, just hold on to that. I think Brent's going to get that. Okay, The Very Best of Roy Orbison. That's a VG Plus, $6.99. And Oak Ridge Boys Seasons is $6.99. The Best of Oak Ridge Boys, that is $6.99. Back-to-back Oak Ridge Boys there. Thought I was blocked again. No. Yeah, change that one to Brent Rabley. He did ask the condition of that, Ron, right before I pulled that. Brent got that for $6.99. Yeah. Roy Orbison sold to Kathy. I am about to end Rat. Just want to make sure everybody clear. He was bidding on YouTube, so he's at $75. He being Clint Howard. That's the final call on that. Final call. $75, excuse me. Yeah, $75 on that. Wait, is that Kenny signed? I can't see that. This here. This, are you asking about the Cheap Trick? This is signed by Robin Zander, Rick Nielsen, Bonnie Carlos, and John Brandt. $175 start. Okay, and then Best of Oak Ridge Boys to David Tate and Clay Moore, you were second on that one. Everything in here is $6.99. I'm about to end Rat, and I'm about to end Cheap Trick, and then put up probably a new autograph and a new Japanese pressing. New England, Gold Stamp Promo, $6.99, and Gatemouth Moore, Great Rhythm and Blues Oldies. That is $6.99. Randy Meisner, One More Song. Shrink wrap and hop sticker, formerly of the Eagles. That's a VG copy. And An Evening with Groucho. That is $6.99. Steve Martin is $6.99. And the Best of the Manhattan Transfer is $6.99. Okay, we have Eric Wayne on Gatemouth. This right here, that's sold to Eric Wayne. Next was Tommy Flowers on Randy Meisner. Jeff McMaster on G. That was Groucho Marx. Donnie Moore on Steve. That was Steve Martin to Donnie Moore. Tom, you were second to Groucho Marx. And Bert Jordan, you were second to Steve Martin. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap those up. Let me grab our next auctions here. I think someone said they would like to see this Mick Jones put up for auction. Let me grab. I've got another Japanese pressing with no obi, but it's extremely nice. Alan Jonathan first on New England. Alan Jonathan first on New England. And then Steve Martin went to Donnie Moore. And Groucho Marx is Jeff McMasters. Okay. Rat is sold to Clint Howard for $75. I'm going to lay that right over here. That's sold to Clint Howard for $75. And if anybody wants to buy Cheap Trick, Mark Fallon, it's $175. Cheap Trick one-on-one. Cool signatures. $175 on that. I'm going to lay it right over here.
So this is $75?
Yep, $75 to Clint Howard. Yep, and then New England went to Alan Jonathan. Okay, next two auctions, I have a pristine copy of Journey Escape. Japanese press, of course, near mint vinyl. Let's see what inserts are in this one. There's a Journey insert and a Journey insert. That's an inner sleeve. Yep, kind of like they packaged the US one with lyrics. That's the actual insert, and the vinyl is near mint. So this is $25 start. Journey Escape, pristine Japanese pressing, and we have the Clash, autographed copy of the Clash Combat Rock, autographed by Mick Jones. I guarantee this to be authentic. If you have it authenticated, and I've taken really good pictures of this, so I know it's the same one, but if you buy this and it's not authentic, I'll give you your money back. This is a tough one. I really don't know where to start this one. You know, I go to eBay sold listings to try to find some of this stuff, and it's like, I don't know, it's kind of all over the place. But, you know, it's like, you'll see some things like, there was an autographed Cheap Trick, you know, like the one that I just sold. It was Dream Police, and it was authenticated, you know, $600-800. Of course, mine is not the four original, it's 3 of the 4 original members. But, you know, these are kind of just, some of these are so hard to price. If this was, like I said, an authenticated Dream Police was pretty expensive. Of course, that's a big album, original members. So autographs, it's tough to price. So usually it's a great place to sell autographs, in my opinion, are auctions. So I'm going to start this one at $55. I think that's a very fair start. Pretty big album, really cool autograph, and gold Sharpie, gold felt pen. Clash Combat Rock. That is $55. Heck, the album is. How many times have we sold? I feel like we've auctioned. If I rub that off, I feel like usually the album brings $50 or $75. So I think that's a heck of a start on that one. I will let y'all determine what it's worth. That's the thing about autographs is usually they're good for auctions because you can determine how much it's worth. Brian Sharkey is at $25 on Escape. That's going once, going twice. Okay, everything in here, while we're bidding on those two, everything in here is $6.99. We've got an on sale crate here. The main ingredient, Euphrates River, that's a quad pressing. That was originally $29.99. I told y'all I've got some insane markdowns in here. Mahavishnu Orchestra, Birds of Fire, that is $6.99. Little River Band, Sleeper Catcher, is $6.99. Chris Christopherson, Jesus Was a Capricorn, that's a VG Plus. That is now $6.99. And Jefferson Starship, Red Octopus, that's a VG Plus, $6.99. Dobie Gray, Midnight Diamond, is sealed. That's now $6.99. And the Gap Band includes the hit Shake. That is $6.99 in shrink wrap. I'm sure we got a bunch of comments now, so let me sort through these and get all these tagged. Final call on Journey. Final call on Journey for $25 to Brian Sharkey. Pristine Japanese pressing of that. We have Clash 55, 55, 60, 56, 60, 59, 75, 70, 65, 65, 80. Wayne Titsworth was first to the main ingredient. That is sold to Wayne. Brent Rabley, you were second, but you were first on Maha Vishnu Orchestra. That's sold to Brent. Paul's out on the Clash. Donnie Moore on JS. That was Jefferson Starship. Tommy Flowers on the sealed Dobie Gray. Floyd, you were second on Maha Vishnu. Bert, you were second on Jefferson. Brent Rabley was first to the Gap Band. Alan Jonathan, you were second to Dobie Gray. Aaron, Donnie, Mark, all third, fourth on the Gap Band. Zachary Smith is at 82 on the Clash. High bid on the Clash Autograph Combat Rock. Zachary Smith at $82. Let's go ahead and sell Journey to Brian Sharkey for $25. That's sold to Brian for $25. And next is a copy of, let's do this Duran Duran. Duran Duran Carnival, which I think is a 4-track. Let's take a look at it. This is also just a $25 start. And I say just because I know I've started them higher than that before. Duran Duran Carnival. Yeah, this has Rio Part 2, Hold Back the Rain, My Own Way, Hungry Like the Wolf, and New Religion. It has the Japanese insert with it, and the vinyl is near mint. Duran Duran Carnival is a $25 start. Yes, that's right. $25 start on that. We have Clash 82, 85, and 87. Still multiple bidders on that. Everything in here is $6.99. Fun Lovin', Freddie and the Dreamers. That's in shrink wrap, $6.99. John Entwistle, Rigor Mortis Sets In. That's a VG Plus, now just $6.99. The Dales in concert. The Dales is $6.99. Sammy's Back on Broadway, Sammy Davis Jr. That is a VG Plus, now $6.99. Roger Daltrey, One of the Boys. That is $6.99. And Great Rhythm and Blues Oldies, Pee Wee Creighton. Pee Wee Creighton. That's a VG Plus, $6.99. Clash, 82, 85, 87, 90, 25 on Duran Duran, another 25 on Duran Duran. Donnie Moore was first. Tom Ulanowski was first on Freddie and the Dreamers. That's $6.99. John Stevens on John Entwistle, sold to John Stevens. Alan Jonathan on RBO. RBO was not the Dales. It wasn't Sammy Davis Jr. It wasn't Roger Daltrey. It was Great Rhythm Blue Oldies, maybe? Yeah, that has to be that. Sold out to Alan Jonathan. Brad Boland's at 27 on Duran Duran, and Brian Sharkey wants the Roger Daltrey. Right now, the high bid at this exact moment, $100 on the Clash. It just came in, and Donnie Moore is at 30 on Duran Duran. Everything in here is $6.99. Climax Blues Band, Shine On, $6.99. The Commodores, Heroes, $6.99. Harry Chapman, Short Stories, that's a VG Plus, $6.99. The Chambers Brothers, A New Time, A New Day, VG copy of that, $6.99. Canned Heat Cookbook, The Best of Canned Heat, that's a VG copy, Best of Canned Heat, just $6.99. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, a VG copy of that, $6.99. And Netherlands, Dan Fogelberg, $6.99. Jeff McMaster on CBB, that was CBB was the Climax Blues Band. Climax Blues Band. That's sold to Jeff McMaster. Kathy, first to Harry Chapin. Kathy, first to Canned Heat. And Donnie Moore, you were second. Mr. Brian Sharkey, I've got you down for the Chambers Brothers. All right, new bid on the Clash is 105. Let's do final call on Duran Duran. Donnie Moore has that for $30. That is $30 to Donnie Moore. Final call on that. And Wayne Carr wants the Commodores. That's sold to Wayne Carr. That's sold to Wayne Carr. Mark, we need to... hold on a second. Let me check something before we go any further. Mark, do you care to check your messages right quick before we continue with the... Let me check on something, Mark. Let's see here. Yeah, Mark, I need you to check your Facebook messages, please, right quick before we can continue on that Clash record. I think we had to cancel your last invoice. So if you don't mind to check on that, I'll just put a temporary hold. If you don't care to send us a message right quick. Okay, everything in here is $6.99. So I've got Zachary Smith at $115 on Clash. So, and Mark, if you don't care to go check your Facebook messages from us, okay? So, because I think we had to cancel your last few invoices, if I am not mistaken. So, okay, and they were from a long time ago. I think we lost contact with you there for a while, so I don't know if you hadn't been on Facebook, but we had, I think we just canceled it a few weeks ago too. We had some invoices from you going back to May, so. Okay, final call on Duran Duran, and Zachary, I've got you at the Clash at 115. That's going once, going twice to you. Flash in the Pan. Flash in the Pan is $6.99. Manfred Mann, Do Wah Diddy Diddy. That is a VG copy for $6.99. And Bill Haley and His Comets. That's a VG Plus $6.99. The Guess Who, Sewn and Grown in Canada, is a VG copy for $6.99. And Peter Frampton, Peter Frampton, Where I Should Be. That is $6.99. Tom Ulanowski on MM, Manfred Mann. Tom Ulanowski on Manfred Mann, and Burt Jordan on, I better pull my feed back up because it's moving very fast. Burt Jordan on BH, that's Bill Haley. Burt Jordan on Bill Haley. Tawana Bennett on The Guess Who. Josh Eval's at 125 on Clash. Burt Jordan, you were second on The Guess Who. Dan Ray, you're first on Peter Frampton. The Guess Who went to Tawana Bennett. And Josh Eval, I've already sold Manfred Mann. It went to Tom Ulanowski. Okay, I can end Duran Duran. It is sold, in my opinion, for a deal at $30. Is there some spammers on YouTube? So, yeah, just Josh, let him know if you don't care to reply. So we can't hold stuff for trade. Basically, we have to get paid for it immediately. So we can't. So tell them we can't let them bid on this, and maybe the next time or something. So okay, that's $30 to Donnie Moore. So just tell him I'll message him after the sale, but he can't buy anything tonight. Okay, we have the Doobie Brothers, One Step Closer, $6.99, and I've got another copy of that. I've got two copies. They're pretty much identical. Nice, clean, US, $6.99. Just so everybody knows, when you buy something from us, we're hoping, I know we give 2 weeks to pay, but we're hoping that you're paying for it the week we invoice you. You get 2 weeks, but we hope that when you're buying something that you have intentions to pay for it within a week, 2 weeks at the most. Please don't buy something and then say, well, you know, by the end of the weekend, we're going to have to cancel. I added up last night. We've got about $7,000 worth of stuff I'm canceling, probably by Sunday night. So just please make sure you can pay for something before you buy it. Zachary Smith is at 130 on the Clash. 95% of y'all can, but 5% who don't, it's a lot of money. So make sure you pay. But like I said, probably 95% of y'all, very good. Probably everybody watching right now and buying, very good customers. We appreciate it. Earl Thomas Conley is $6.99. Earl Thomas Conley. Judy Collins is $6.99. And Dave Clark 5 is a VG copy, $6.99. And the Best of the Bee Gees is a VG copy, $6.99. Clash 130, Clash 140. I'll be on Sunday. Floyd, you're fine. David Tate on ETC. That was Earl Thomas Conley. I have a caller that gives me electric shock when I get my invoice. Oh my gosh. And Zachary's out on the Clash. Okay. Chad will sell that butcher cover. No, not quite. Tawana's first on the Bee Gees. Donnie Moore was second. And Joe Sloop on Dave Clark 5. Those three are all sold. All right. Let me get everybody updated. Sorry for kind of the brief. Mark had bought from us before. I don't want to give him a bad name or anything. We just had, he had some stuff he wanted to trade. I'll go ahead. I don't want to, he may be hopping back on. I don't want to say, he had bought from us before and paid us, but he lives in North Carolina and he was going to bring some stuff down to trade, but he kept on having to work and we kind of lost contact and it had been May and we just had to, he only had 2 records, but they were really good. It was an REM and a Tesla. So I just said, hey, we got to resell these. And that's another thing. You really can't buy something and be like, hey, can I bring down some stuff next week and trade you to pay for my invoice? You can, but we hope that you can do it with in a timely manner. So Jeff McMaster on Flash. I think that was Flash in the Pan. It's still in here. That's sold to Jeff McMaster. So here's what's up for bid. It's a pretty substantial item in my opinion. It's a copy of The Clash's Combat Rock. It's a Mick Jones autograph, and it is at $140 with Josh Duvall. That is going once, going twice. I guarantee this to be authentic. If it's not, then I'll give you your money back if you haven't authenticated. So, but yeah, we just ask that you pay. But yeah, that's another thing. Like, there's so many people that y'all kind of say, sometimes you'll hear me quietly say, let's send them a message or something, and that probably means they already owe us a lot of money and they're still buying. So we have to cut people off sometimes. The Suns, The Best of Charlie Rich. These are all $6.99. This is a nice copy. $6.99. I like that song. I didn't really know a lot about Charlie Rich, and of course I'm familiar with the song Lonely Weekends. That's a good one. $6.99 on that. Okay, final call on the Clash, and let's do a Japanese pressing of Greg Allman's Laid Back. This is a pristine Japanese pressing of Greg Allman's Laid Back. It is mint. This probably has some inserts in the covers. Let's see what we have here. No inserts. I'm shocked. $20 start on this one. Greg Allman Laid Back. $20 start on that. All right, I'm about to sell the Clash and put up a new autograph. Let's go through this crate one more time. Everything is $6.99. Rare Earth in Concert, that's a VG copy. Carl Perkins' Greatest Hits is a VG Plus. Les Paul and Mary Ford is a VG copy. That's $6.99. Oak Ridge Boys is $6.99. Oak Ridge Seasons. The Manhattan Transfer, that is $6.99. Little River Band is $6.99. Sleeper Catcher, that's in shrink wrap. Chris Christopherson is a VG Plus, that's $6.99. The Dales in Concert is $6.99. Sammy's Back on Broadway, that's a VG Plus, $6.99. Blood, Sweat, and Tears is a VG copy, $6.99. Netherlands is $6.99. The Doobie Brothers, we got 2 copies of that, One Step Closer, and The Best of Judy Collins. Mike McGinnis is in at $20 on Greg Allman. Burt Jordan also bid $20. Mike McGinnis was in first. Burt Jordan does want Rare Earth. We'll sell that to Burt. And let's go ahead and end the Clash. Pretty cool item right here. I don't get stuff like this every day. Sold to Josh Duvall for $140. $140. Now, here's all I'll say. As y'all know, I've had some multiple autographs. We do have, I think that's the neatest one because it's on the cover on such a big album. I think I've got 2 or 3 more Mick Jones autographs. Now, Josh definitely wants one. Josh, not Josh Duvall that just bought that one, but Josh that works here. I think we've got 3, maybe 4 more. We've got a copy of Sandinista. It's autographed on the back, and London Calling, it's autographed on the back, and it says to Steve. So I think that's the best one. We just sold, and then there's at least 1 or 2 more big Audio Dynamites that's autographed. So we got some cool more Mick Jones autographs. I'll have those next week, next couple weeks, etc. So, all right, Blood, Donnie Moore Blood. That was Blood, Sweat, and Tears. That's sold to Donnie Moore. Yes, Greg Allman is a Japanese pressing. No obi, no inserts, just a pristine. Has his recut version of Midnight Rider on it. It also has These Days, the song by Jackson Browne he covered. Really nice. That is, high bid on that is $25. Okay, that's the second time we went through that. That was a $6.99 crate. I don't know. That copy of Sandinista may be signed on the front. I can't remember. There's several. So if you were a backup bidder on the Mick Jones, we're going to have some more. So don't be sad, okay? Now, I will say this is one of the last Peter Framptons I have. We've had 2 autographed magazines, and we sold a copy of Frampton Comes Alive the other night. This is, I think, my last Peter Frampton autograph. I think. This is the 4th one we've sold. Now, this is an interesting record. It's the Crust of Humble Pie. It's a German compilation, The Crust of Humble Pie. It is autographed by Peter Frampton. This is pretty cool. Kind of an early picture of him he signed on this album. This hurts my head trying to figure out what to start these. I'm going to say, I know what we sold Comes Alive for. I'm going to say $95 start. Peter Frampton. This is on The Crust of Humble Pie. The album's in immaculate condition. I think if the album was by itself, it would be $20 or $30 because I'd never seen it before. So $95 start on that one. Greg Allman's at 26 with Brian Hummel. Let me grab a new crate. Let's see. Do we have a... what is this one? Is this the... okay, that's the bundle. Aha. Okay. Let me see what this one is. Okay, let's do another $9.99. Let's do another $9.99. Greg Allman's at 28 with Burt Jordan. I'm looking for a $95 start on the Peter Frampton Crust of Humble Pie. $95 start. All right, Greg Allman's at $28. Have y'all looked on eBay at what, and this is what people's asking for it. They were asking, which means nothing, but for a PSA authenticated Frampton Comes Alive, they were like 11. There's only one on there for I think $1,200. So his autographs, after authenticated, they're not cheap. You got to take an extra step though. Everything in this crate. Let me make sure this is the right one. Yeah, everything in this crate is $9.99. Burt Jordan has Greg Allman for $28. Final call. Looking for a $95 start on Peter Frampton. The J. Giles Band, Bloodshot, that's in shrink wrap. Everything in here is $9.99. Roy Gallagher, The Story So Far, that is $9.99. Whitney Houston, that is a VG copy of Whitney Houston, that's $9.99. Donovan, The Hurdy-Gurdy Man, Donovan, The Hurdy-Gurdy Man, that's $9.99. The Allman Brothers Band in Latin Rogues, $9.99. I got 2 copies of that. Angel White Hot, that's a VG plus. And Asia Astra, that is a VG plus. Everything in here is $9.99. Final call on Greg Allman. Jay Giles sold to Tommy Flowers. That was black vinyl. That sold to Tommy Flowers. John Miller on Roy. That's Roy Gallagher, sold to John Miller. Leslie Holt, first on the Whitney Houston. Chris Gleason, first to Asia. I'm pretty sure Chris has bought from us before. Chris, have you bought from us before? I'm almost positive. If you haven't, just say I'm a new buyer, but I'm pretty sure he has. Next is songs on Donovan. No, next was Kathy with an Allman Brothers. There's Kathy and Allman Brothers. Wayne wants to know songs on Donovan. Give me a second on that. Well, I know Hurdy Gurdy Man's on there. Next is Tawana on the Allman Brothers. And Chris Gleason said yes. Okay, thanks for letting me know. So the only thing left in here right now is Angel White Hot, and that's a VG Plus, $9.99. Craig has just posted the tracks to Hurdy Gurdy Man. It's no condition notes on this. I think it's really nice. Yeah, it is. So Wayne, if you want that, $9.99. If you pass, Ron, it can go to you. Greg Allman is sold to Burt Jordan for $28. And surprisingly, boy, I'm kind of shocked at this. If anybody wants Peter Frampton, $95. Peter Frampton autograph. I have a feeling somebody's waiting on the buy it now key on that. $95. I'm going to put it over here with the $175 Cheap Trick. I've got, let me tell the price first. 1, 2, 3. This is a blowout deal. I got 3 Hank Jr. albums for $30. Hank Williams Jr. Major Moves, Hank Williams Jr. Strong Stuff, and Hank Williams Jr. Lois Johnson. This is sealed 1972. Sealed 1972. $30 for all 3 of those. That's a blowout deal. I had them laying over here on top of the autographs. $250 for Frampton and Cheap Trick. I was at $175, $95. That's $375, $370. Is that what I said? No, I was at $275. No, I was at $175 and $100. That's $275. So I was at $270. Sell those to Brent Raveley. That's $30 for all 3 of them. David Tate was second. David Tate was second. Michael Chandler was third. Wayne Titsworth gets Donovan. Brent, let me think on that. Let me think on that. Or I'll counter at $260 and they're yours. I'll counter at $260. Chuck Berry in Memphis. It has some tape on the cover. Really nice vinyl. $9.99. Nice vinyl. Does have some tape on the cover. $9.99. Booker T and the MGs. Hip Hug Her. That is a VG copy for $9.99. And Blue Note Live at the Roxy. That is $9.99. Blue Note Live at the Roxy. 2 LP. $9.99. The Best of Buffalo Springfield is a VG copy for $9.99. And the Birds, Dr. Birds and Mr. Hyde. VG Plus. VG Plus for $9.99. Everything in that crate is $9.99. New auctions. I've got, let's do another Japanese. And let's do the Monkeys. Let's do the Monkeys. $260, Brent. Mia Willis on BT. That was Booker T. That sold to Mia. Next was Live at the Roxy with Stereo. Stereo got that. Alan Johnson, you were second. Anthony Miller on Buffalo Springfield. That sold to Anthony Miller. And it looks like Kathy was second. Lindsey Buckingham, Law and Order. No condition notes on that one, $9.99. And Phil Collins, No Jacket Required is $9.99. Jared McLaughlin. Jared McLaughlin first on the Birds. Jared McLaughlin first on the Birds. And Tommy Flowers first on Lindsey Buckingham. Okay, next 2 auctions. We've got an autographed copy of the Monkees Headquarters signed by David Davy Jones. This fella right here. I guarantee this to be authentic with the best of my ability and research, and getting other opinions. If you have it authenticated and it's not real, I will give you your money back. $45 start on the Monkees David Jones autograph. $45 start on that one. The Monkees headquarters. $45 start on that one. Tommy Flowers got Lindsey Buckingham. Donnie Moore was first to Phil Collins. And Darwin was second. Kiss. All the Kiss stuff we had was fake. All the Kiss autographs, they was as fake as they were forged. They were so fake, I don't even know what to do with them. I really don't want to, I'm not going to auction them as autographs, but they're still really good records. I mean, the Ace Frehley's in good shape. It has the poster, I think. So, you know, I guess I'm just going to sell them as Kiss records, but no, they're not real. So, no real Kiss autographs. And I don't want to sell something that's signed because I'm afraid, not that any of y'all would do it, but some of that stuff just needs to be destroyed because somebody may try to, it's like anytime I get fake coins. So, anytime I get fake coins, I try to destroy them so they don't end up in the wrong hands again. Okay, this is a Japanese pressing of the Beatles Magical Mystery Tour. Beatles Magical Mystery Tour. So, yeah, I kind of, when I first looked at those Kiss autographs, I knew they didn't look quite right, but I figured it may be, you know, just, I don't know. But then I was like, I don't know. And then, of course, multiple people I sent them to said, yeah, those aren't real. Then I took them off Facebook. I was like, yeah, I don't want anybody to think I'm selling fake stuff. So, the Magical Mystery Tour album is a pristine Japanese pressing. This is a $35 start. $35 start on Magical Mystery Tour. Really nice. If you don't have one of those in your collection, oh my gosh, now's the chance. Is the Monkees Beards cover on the back? Good question. No. No, it's not. Let's see. Beatles is at 35. Beatles is at 35. Looking for a $45 start on that. Everything in this crate is $9.99. The Romantics in Heat, $9.99. Paul Revere and the Raiders, Deluxe 2-record set, $9.99. Jerry Reed, The Man with the Golden Thumb, $9.99. Rare Earth Ecology, UK pressing, that's $9.99. Billy Preston, Music Is My Life. Billy Preston, $9.99. Robert Palmer, Clues. Robert Palmer's $9.99. And the Osborne Brothers is $9.99. The OJs, $9.99. And Season of Lights, Laura Nyro in concert, $9.99. I need a bottle of water. Wow, nobody's interested in... Man, the Monkees is one of my favorite groups from the 60s. It's hard for me to say favorite groups of all time. I think what I've decided is it's best to break down your favorite groups by decade, which that could get difficult, but, you know, the Monkees really wasn't around too much in the 70s. So if I would have to say 60s groups, like, you know, the Beatles obviously number one. So let me take a drink of water right quick. I'll need some more, but that will hold me off. Let me get back up to the top here. The first claim was Brent Rabley on PR. PR was Paul Revere. That's sold to Brent Rabley. Let me get my phone over here. Next was Alan Jonathan on Billy. Alan Jonathan got Billy Preston. Jeff McMaster, you were second. Donnie Moore was first to Rare Earth. Donnie Moore was first to Rare Earth. Brent Rabley, you were third to Billy Preston. Pam, you were fourth. George DeLisle, first on the Osborne Brothers. That sold to George DeLisle. Kathy was second. Tom Ulanowski's at 38 on the Beatles. Deborah's at 45 on the David Jones autograph. Tracks on Romantics. Before I read them off, I can tell you the hit songs on there, Talking in Your Sleep. 36 on the Beatles. We already got 38. 39 on the Beatles, 40 on the Beatles, 47 on the Monkees, 47 on the Beatles, 41 on the Beatles, and 50 on the Monkees, 55 on the Monkees. Okay, so that tells me the Beatles is at 41 and the David Jones autograph is at 55. Julie wants the Romantics. Let me read those titles, though. No, well, Darwin says he'll take it. Okay, that's so to Darwin. He had asked the tracks on that earlier. Five Bridges, The Nice, featuring Keith Emerson on keyboards. That's now $9.99. And I got another Nice, Everything as Nice, by The Nice. That's $9.99. The Gary Mulligan Quartet, that's a VG copy. It is a Columbia 6i, now just $9.99. I hate these little baggy sleeves. That's how they originally came, but they're horrible. Joni Mitchell, For the Roses, that's now $9.99. No condition notes on that one, VG Plus cover. And then I have two Lee Michaels. I have Lee Michaels, that's a VG Plus, and Lee Michaels Live. Big discounts on those. Brent Rabley, let me know which of the two Nice you want. Five Bridges or Everything. He says he wants both. Those are $9.99 each. So Donnie Moore wants Joni Mitchell. Final call on the Beatles and final call on the Monkees. Well, not final call. We'll say going once, going twice on both. I got Burt Jordan is at 41 on the Beatles Magical Mystery Tour. So no Obi on this one, but for the sound experience, it's going to be nice, quiet vinyl. Has the book, Japanese inserts in really fantastic condition. So I don't think that's a bad price at all right now on Magical Mystery Tour at 41. Leslie's back in at 42. And high bidder on this is Michael Potts at 60. Michael Potts at 60. Deborah says she's out on the Monkees. So I think it's down to John and Michael. Everything in here is $9.99. Still got the Lee Michaels. Junior Walker and the All-Stars. Rainbow Funk. The Incredible String Band. We had this one marked pretty high. Just $9.99 now. Giant, Buddy Holly. That's a VG Plus. $9.99. Peter Cetera, formerly in Chicago. This is one of his solo albums, $9.99. And Mick Fleetwood, The Visitor. Mick Fleetwood, The Visitor, $9.99. Douglas MacArthur, Duty, Honor, Country, West Point Military Academy address, just $9.99. 42 on the Beatles. Deborah's out on the Monkees. We also had another $42 bid on the Beatles. John Young said out on the Monkees. David Foster said overpriced. Condition on Mystery, and Brent Rabley on String. Brent Rabley on String. Credible String Band. Can I see the label on Buddy Holly Giant? Buddy Holly Giant. This is right here. It is the Coral Rainbow label. Jared McLaughlin is in on MF. That was Mick Fleetwood. Mick Fleetwood. Let me find out how I can remove David Foster from here. Block user on Facebook. And add to block list on Restream Chat. Beautiful. Now we never have to see him again. Who has the Beatles? That is at Leslie Holt at $42. Leslie Holt at $42. And he asked the condition of this. Cover's really nice. It's a Japanese press, by the way. It has the lyric booklet, which is detached. They're almost always detached. I think it was too heavy for the staples. It's impossible to find one detached. They're like always detached. There's the original black inner sleeve that came with the Japanese pressings. There's the lyric insert. And the vinyl is pristine. It is near mint, as you would expect with near mint Japanese vinyl. And the high bid on that is now 43. Michael Potts, it's looking pretty good for your Monkees autograph. Monkees autograph is at $60 to Michael Potts. That's the final call on that. Final call on that. Okay, everything in here is $9.99. Douglas MacArthur. Loretta Lynn, I Remember Patsy. The Knack, Get the Knack. That's in shrink wrap. Jethro Tull, Heavy Horses. Waylon Jennings, This Time. That's a VG Plus. And The Best of the James Gang. That's actually a German pressing. That's actually a German pressing on this pink probe label. Pretty cool. That is $9.99. And we have Heaven Bent. That's a gold stamp promo. $9.99. So high bid on the Beatles is now 43. Let's go ahead and sell the Monkeys to Michael Potts. That is sold to Michael Potts for $60. $60. That's sold to Michael Potts. Let's see here. Next is Brad Bolin on Loretta Lynn. Let me pull that for Brad Bolin. Ed's already here with the sticky note for me. Brad Bolin on Loretta Lynn. Tommy Flowers first to the James Gang. Tommy Flowers first to the James Gang. Kathy on Waylon. Kathy Amos first on Waylon Jennings. Stereo was second. Anthony Miller, you were second on the James Gang. Belinda, you were third. Donnie Moore, you were fourth. And Alan Jonathan is first on Heaven. So Leslie is back in on the Beatles at $44. Leslie's back in on the Beatles at $44. Okay, next, let's go ahead and auction Badlands. I don't have too many more autographs for tonight. I got several crates full to eventually get to, but same as last time. Badlands. This is a German pressing. Really nice. We've already sold one this week. Here's another. Vinyl is near mint. I've ultrasonically cleaned it. Ultrasonically cleaned one batch of records last night. This is one of them. Really nice cover. $95 start. $95 start. Craig says time to get ready. $95 start. Okay. $95 on Badlands. Magical Mystery Tours at $44. Going twice, going 3 times to Leslie. If anybody wants to bid, now is the time. Everything in here is $9.99. We have Lauren Green's American West. Lauren Green from Bonanza. And we have another Lauren Green, The Man. Lauren Greens are $9.99. Norman Greenbaum with Dr. West's Medicine Show. That is $9.99. And Golden Earring, North, East, West, South. That is $9.99. Greatest Hits, The Friends of Distinction. That is $9.99. And the Doobie Brothers, we had a open copy earlier. This is a sealed copy, $9.99. Dan is at $45 on the Beatles. Tommy Flowers first on LG. Lauren Green. Tommy, let me know which one you want. I have American West and I have The Man. You may want them both. Those are to Tommy right now. Corey's in on Badlands at $95. Donnie Moore first on Golden Earring. I can go ahead and tag that one. Donnie Moore was first on Golden Earring. Tommy Flowers on the sealed Doobie Brothers. Calvin's at 100 on Badlands. Leslie's at 46 on the Beatles. Tommy said he'll take both of the Ben Cartwrights. Both Ben Cartwrights sold to Tommy Flowers. Julie, we've already sold the Doobie Brothers, and Corey Costa's at 105 on Badlands. This is a quad pressing of Friends of Distinction. High bid on the Beatles is 46. High bid on Badlands is 105. Cooking with Fats. Fats Domino, that is $9.99. John Denver Spirit, that is $9.99. And the Charlie Daniels Band, Midnight Wind. Midnight Wind, that's a VG Plus. VG Plus on that. Jim Croce, The Life and Times of Jim Croce is $9.99. And Cheap Trick, Heaven Tonight. I got some really good records in here marked down significantly. Badlands, 105, 110, 111. Condition of Jethro Tull. I don't think there was any condition notes on it. Nope. Really nice cover too. It's that textured cover. Original air sleeve. Near mint vinyl on that one, Dan. I'll set that aside in case you want it. Corey Costa's at 115 on Badlands. Burt Jordan was first to Charlie Daniels Band. Anthony Miller was second. Is that the same quad previously? If this one is better, please switch. No, you got the main ingredient. This is Friends of Distinction. Donnie Moore was first to Cheap Trick. Kenny's at 120 on Badlands. Randy on GE. If that's for Golden Earring, that has already sold. Dan Ray said sold on Tull. I'm seeing Brent at 50 on the Beatles. I hadn't seen his comment. Who keeps blocking him? Is he blocked again? Oh my gosh. How does that keep happening? Let's see. Uh, let's see here. Uh, Give me a second. I think I've blocked a couple. I think I've blocked somebody else by accident too. This thing, how do you, let's see. That's interesting. Let me do this. Let me see if I can find it over here on Facebook first. Let's see here. This is let's see here. This is quite interesting. Brent Rabley somehow keeps getting magically blocked on our chat. Now I don't really know how to. Was he on YouTube or is he commenting right now on YouTube or Facebook? So I don't know how to pull it up after you block somebody. It's like I couldn't figure out how to show Twitter earlier either. So I don't know. He may be Brent. You may be blocked for the night because I think you got blocked not only on Facebook but our restream chat. How do you keep getting blocked? Is what I want to know. I mean, I can promise you, no one here's doing it. What in the world? Password, billing, branding. Is there a way you can see everybody that's blocked? I don't know. So, okay. Can I see your? Do you have all the comments still pulled up, Ed? I may have to use yours because mine's been reset. So let me borrow yours for a second. I don't know. We might need to text Tanner. Josh, if you can do that, say, can you text Tanner and see, like, do you know how to block somebody, take somebody off the restream chat? Okay, where did I get to? Donnie Moore on Cheap Trick, GE, Dan Ray, we got Jethro Tull, and then that's when it all went kind of haywire. I'm seeing Brent at 50 on the Beatles. Corey Costa's at 125 on Badlands. OJ's with Love Train and Backstabber, I'll take it. I don't think either one of those songs are on here. I'm at Hendry's comment right now about the OJ's. Give me a second, I'll check on that.
Backstabbers is on a Love Train.
Yeah, that's on. It's not that one. Alan says he'll take the quad if Wayne doesn't. So Wayne, let me know. He says I'll take this one as well. So Friends of Distinction is also sold to Wayne Tinsworth, $9.99. The high bid on Badlands right now is $125. Badlands is at $125 of Corey Costa. Let's see. Badlands at 130, Badlands at 135. Now, where are we on the Beatles? Well, Brent's trying to bid on it. This is weird. I may have to pull up. I don't know where my other phone is, but I may have to pull up YouTube so I can see. But it still won't be in the right order. I really don't know how to do it. You're not blocked. You were blocked on Facebook and Restream. So here's the current problem right now is Restream. The current problem is if somebody is blocked on this, I don't know how to unblock them. I hope it's not permanent. I'm sure it's not, but that's the only thing I don't know how to do. I don't have enough time to do a Google search. Maybe Tanner, Josh, if you can be Googling that, maybe. If Tanner doesn't know, maybe you can Google that for me. Ed, somebody. Okay, so Corey Costa's at 141. Here's the details. This is a German pressing. Badlands is a German pressing. It's near mint. It's really nice. So I don't know what else to say about it. VG Plus cover. It's got some tape residue there on it. Really nice copy. I don't know what to do with the Beatles. I guess Brent's at 50. Is everybody else out? I can't see his comments right now, but if everybody's out, I'll go ahead and sell it to him. And Brent, I'm also going to look into the conspiracy of how you keep getting blocked, okay? It's not good if somebody's like got access to be able to do that. I may have to change our password on something, but why would somebody be getting on? I don't know. This is turning into a conspiracy theory. That's very strange. Okay, Savoy Brown, Rock and Roll Warriors. That's $9.99, and I got another copy. It's also $9.99. Everything in here is $9.99. I'm out if I'm bidding against him. Okay. Well, all right. So I'm about to sell that to Brent for $50, and Badlands is at $141 of Corey Costa. One more time. This is a near mint copy as far as the vinyl inner sleeve. The cover is really nice. Just has this little sticker residue. Really clean copy of Badlands. That is at $141 with Corey Costa. I'm about to sell Magical Mystery Tours. Alan Jonathan wants the Savoy Brown and the shrink wrap, and Stereo says, I'll take the other one. He was number 2. I'm assuming he's okay with the other one. This one was in shrink wrap. So give the one on top there to Alan. Here's your tablet back, Ed. I don't need it anymore. Thank you.
Which one? I'm sorry.
So,
what do we?
Savoy Brown, is that one on top is sold to Alan Jonathan. The other one is sold to Stereo. Okay. Somebody may have to shadow Brent's comments. If anybody wants to be the official Brent, sends if that helps. No, it's not Facebook. It's the Restream app. Craig to shadow his comments. Magical Mystery Tour I need to sell. It's Brent's. It's been up forever. Somebody is bidding on it right now that is blocked, but I don't know. It all went haywire when that other person got on and I blocked. Yeah, he's blocked from the Restream chat.
So none of his comments are on the Restream.
No. You could go to YouTube and look at them, but you can't look at them here. That's so there. That's weird. I mean, we're not blocking them is what's weird. That's what's bothering me the most. Okay, Tommy Shaw, Girls with Guns. That's a VG Plus, $9.99. And Percy Sledge, Take Time to Know Her. This is also a VG Plus. This is $9.99. See, like if you click on someone's comment here, like if you click on that, see, yeah. We need to figure out how to undo that because he's still on YouTube. So, okay, Rod Stewart, Gasoline Alley. That's a VG Plus, $9.99, and the last record in here, so we can get back to normal, is Cat Stevens' Footsteps in the Dark. This is near mint. This is his Greatest Hits, Volume 2. Beautiful copy. Let's see here. Okay, so let's go ahead and sell that to Brent for $50. That's Magical Mystery Tour. That's sold to Brent. Corey's out on Badlands. Mr. Somers, it looks like you've got Badlands right now at $145. So George Somers has Badlands at $145.
See if I unblocked him on the Restream.
I got him.
Is Brent back on?
He's on.
Okay.
How did you do that?
So I went to the supply.
Show me that.
Where is Restream?
This.
So, to the bottom of the chat. So you go to settings.
Yeah.
And in here is everybody that you.
Oh, their names too.
So then I took and I.
Okay, because there's David Foster, the other guy just blocked. Right. Okay, I thought those were just keywords.
Else need to be unblocked while I'm on here?
No, I think everybody else is good. Okay, Brent, I think you're back. You're back. Man, that's weird. Now, my investigation is how does that keep happening? So, all right. Let's reset. I'm going to call my final timeout of the night. We have George Somers at Badlands. at $145, just so everybody knows what's going on. George Somers is at $145 on Badlands. Final call. Final call. Now, Ed, we got to do some tagging. Magical Mystator is sold to Brent for $50. And then we got Sherry Darnell was first on Percy Sledge. Sherry Darnell was first on Percy Sledge. That went to Brent for $50. That goes to Sherry. Leslie Holt on Rod Stewart. Kathy was second. And Jeff McMaster on Cat Stevens. Tracks for Fats. I will read those, Anthony, when I get back to it. It's just a lot of them. I was hoping maybe Craig would copy and paste that for me because it's a lot of tracks. So let's see here. Okay. Now, here we've only been through that crate once. That was a $9.99 crate. I'm going to go ahead and sell this to George Somers for $145. That sold to George Somers, $145. Wow. George ended up with a copy of Badlands. $145. All right, let's get some more auctions rolling. Back to normally scheduled programming. I hope I'm not like hacked right now and someone keeps blocking you, Brent. I'm going to change our password after this. I also believe that's what's going on. I think there's somebody who is trying to block you, which I don't know. I mean, that would literally be somebody trying to sabotage our sale, which has happened before. So, strange. The Doobie Brothers, minute by minute. If there's anybody else that is trying to buy something and you're not being shown up right now, let me know. I'll have to keep an eye on everything. So, okay, the Doobie Brothers, minute by minute. This is a $35 start. Japanese press of minute by minute. $35 start on that. Scott, I've already sold Badlands for $145. And our next autograph for tonight, this is really cool. This is the Lovin' Spoonful, the best of the Lovin' Spoonful, autographed by lead singer and frontman John Sebastian. Now, what's really cool about this record is it originally included these photo inserts. And also, the photo insert of John Sebastian, he also signed that. Really neat. In the other photo. The photo inserts aren't too easy to find. So, it's got two autographs. There it is there, and there it is on the front. Hey, this guy played at Woodstock, okay? I think that's pretty cool. And it's autographed on the cover, and it's autographed on the photo inserts. So, $45. $45 start on the John Sebastian. It's autographed on the front and the photo inserts. That's pretty cool. $45 start on that. So, all right, and then a $35 start on Doobie Brothers. Let's go back through this. Probably when you blocked the other guy, it was tagging Brent as well. Yeah, maybe that's what happened. Maybe when I tagged that guy who was saying whatever he said, overpriced or something. Listen, any negative comments are an automatic block, okay? I usually is like, well, why are you even watching? Just get off. I mean, if it's that miserable to you. Angel, white hot. Angel, white hot. This is a VG Plus. Everything in here is $9.99. This is the second time going through these. Angel is $9.99. Chuck Berry in Memphis. That is $9.99. That's a really clean copy. It does have some tape on the cover, but very nice copy there of Chuck Berry. Everything in here is $9.99. Jerry Reed, the man with the golden thumb, $9.99. Robert Palmer, Clues. That's $9.99. The OJ, somebody asked about this. It doesn't have Backstabber. I looked at that last night. No Backstabber on that. Season of Light, Laura Nero in concert. That's now $9.99. The Gary Mulligan Quartet. That is a VG copy. Now, that guy's no longer findable. Yeah, I deleted him. He's gone. Lee Michaels is VG Plus, $9.99. And Lee Michaels Live, $9.99. Junior Walker and the All-Stars, $9.99. Giant, Buddy Holly, that was a VG Plus, $9.99. Peter Cetera, One More Story, that is $9.99. Douglas MacArthur, that's a spoken word, $9.99. The Knack is $9.99. Norman Greenbaum is $9.99. Cooking with Fats. The tracks are My Girl Josephine, 3 nights a week, Shoe Ra, One Night, Jambalaya, Bo Weevil, Honey Child, What a Price, Rosemary, Sick and Tired, Are You Going My Way? Hey, that's Lenny Kravitz. What Will I Tell My Heart? When I See You, What's the Reason I'm Not Pleasing You? Little Mama, Ain't That Just Like a Woman? You Done Me Wrong, La La, and Ain't Gonna Do It. John Denver, Spirit, Jim Croce, Life and Times, and Tommy Shaw, Girls with Guns. Tommy Shaw from Styx. Does the OJs have Love Train? I don't think it was on there either. I think this is like an early comp of the OJs. No Love Train on that one either. No. Okay, next was Gary Tracks. Which one was that? Gary Mulligan? Maybe? What Is There to Stay? Just in Time. News from Blueport. Festive Minor. As Catch Can, My Funny Valentine, Blueport, and Utter Chaos, maybe? That's the one he's asking about. Next is... What's the Doobies? Minute by Minute. We're looking for a $35 start on this. Japanese pristine copy of Minute by Minute. $35 start. Jeff Miller says, take Jerry. Gary? I say that both ways, both times. Jared McLaughlin on JR. So that's sold there to Jeff Miller. Next is JR. That's Jerry Reed. And that is sold to Jared McLaughlin. Chris Kirkley on Peter Cetera. Chris Kirkley on Peter Cetera. Aram Lozelle on Tommy Shaw. Brent Rabley's at 65 on Love and Spoonful. John Sebastian autograph. Mark Fallon's at 67. David Schroeder said he'll take Fats Domino. Doobie Blues. What? Doobie Brothers. David Johnson's at $35. John Sebastian autograph is at 69. If you take an Angel album and turn it upside down, the logo still reads Angel. Okay, now I've got to test that. Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh.
Kiss was evil. It was good.
Kiss was evil and Angel was good, Ed says. On the same record label. Wow. White takes the knack. White takes the knack. John's out on John Sebastian. Mark Fallon is at 37 on the Doobie Brothers. Sherry, we've already sold Fats Domino. And Doobie Brothers is at 38. Okay, so $9.99. Everything in here. Angel, Jim Croce, John Denver, Norman Greenbaum, Douglas MacArthur, Buddy Holly, Junior Walker, Lee Michaels, Laura Nero, the OJs, Robert Palmer. I was earlier, but I'll take the Angel. Okay, I must have missed that. And that's sold to Randy. Or Randy, I hope you wasn't blocked either. These are for sure $9.99. This is already discounted. I mean, like Jim Croce was $14. We had $24.99 on Norman Greenbaum. So this is a big on sale vintage night. I've got 8 crates of nothing but flip. The knack was, yes, White Akins. I've got nothing but 8 crates of on sale vintage flip crates. Never in the history of CollectCo have I done a $5 crate, but we're going to right now. $4.99. $4.99. These are mostly, I think they're all 12-inch singles. $4.99. Doobie Brothers is at 40. Doobie Brothers is at 41. Dan says he'll take the Norman Greenbaum. Yeah, these are significantly, we had $19.99 on that. No, it does not have Spirit in the Sky. Not on that one. So, everything in this crate, first of all, let's wrap up this auction or do a final call. The John Sebastian is at $69 with Brent Rabley. It's autographed on the front on blue Sharpie, and it's autographed on the back on his photo insert. So 2 autographs. And Doobie Brothers, high bid on that is Mark Fallon at 41. Condition of Rainbow Funk. Rainbow Funk was we have no condition notes on that. I really can't show it to you, but yeah, I can. It will take 5 seconds. It opens up like No, how does it open? Top loader? What in the world? It's like a back side loader. Yeah. Yeah. Just some light sleeve scuffs on that. Okay. Block user on YouTube. I got it right here. I love block and restream. Boom. I blocked the YouTube porn.
Did you block Brent?
No, I hope I didn't block Brent. No. Okay. Ed, $4.99. This is mostly 12-inch singles, okay? I'm going to go through this crate pretty fast.
Okay, now what's this?
$4.99. $4.99. No, I won't go through it fast. We'll keep a good pace. Steve Winwood, Freedom Overspill. This is sealed. Most of these are 12-inch singles. And I might not read everything that's on it, like this has an extended version of Higher Love, but they're $5. Steve Winwood. We Are the World, USA for Africa. Hall & Oates, Possession Obsession. Sinead O'Connor, Jerusalem. And Scritti Proliti. These are all $5 12-inch singles. All right, let's go ahead and sell Love and Spoonful. We'll go ahead and do that, Ed, for $69 to Brent Rabley. And final call on the Doobie Brothers. I want to make sure everybody's out. David was in. I think it was down to Mark Fallon. Mark Fallon's at $41. Mark Fallon's at $41. Final call on that. Quid pro quo. Squid pro row. That's what he says on Austin Powers. Julie Roman. Everything in here is $4.99. That's Steve Winwood sold to Julie. Carol Puckett said Chad, comma. Either the whole comment's not there or they hit send too soon. Mark Fallon, you were second on Steve Winwood. Anthony Miller was first to We Are the World. Donnie Moore first on... Donnie Moore put SW. That was for Steve Winwood. That's already sold. Julie, you were second on We Are the World. John Stevens first to Sinead O'Connor. I'm assuming George was second with the letter O. Brad Bolin was third. Donnie Moore was fourth. Chip Trout put SOC. Is that for Scritti Politi? That's sold to Chip Trout. And Floyd Furman wants Rainbow Funk. That's from this last crate, and it was $9.99. We're going to sell that to Floyd for $9.99. Let's go ahead and sell Doobie Brothers. Let me put up two new auctions. Doobie Brothers is sold to Mark Fallon for $41. Yeah. Chip Trout, no, that was for Sinead. Okay, so no one got Scritti Politi. Yeah. Right. Okay, I got, we kind of had this same autograph the other night when we auctioned off the autographed copy of The Decline of Western Civilization soundtrack. But this is X. Now, once again, I'm not an X historian, so I actually have the names. I took a picture of it last night. Let's see. He had a lot of these labeled. The first three LPs. So yeah, we've got others that I'll be auctioning off at other times. But we've got the first three X LPs, each autographed with all band members John, Exene, Billy, and DJ. So I've got three other X albums. Not tonight. We're just going to do this one tonight. But just so everybody knows, there's more coming up. I've got the first three albums he had signed. So that's the autograph side. This is the back cover. Let me kind of refresh your memory. Here's the front, Under the Big Black Sun. And this is a really nice copy. I mean, the record itself, I think, would be normally something I think we would mark, what, $35 or more, because it's so nice. But it is autographed. I'll say this with every autograph we put up for auction. I can guarantee this is authentic. If you ever have it authenticated by a reputable company, PSA, JSA is the top two in my opinion, then if it's not real, I'll give you your money back. $55 start. $55 start on this. Signed by all four members. We're in a $5 12-inch single crate. Lou Reed, Hot Hips. A lot of these are promo copies. Lou Reed, Hot Hips from Perfect. Malcolm McLaurin, Madam Butterfly. These are all $5. CNC Music Factory, things that make you want to go, David Bowie, Day In, Day Out. That's a VG copy. Marian Faithfull, Broken English. And the Gap Band. The Gap Band. Don Henley, Not Enough Love in the World, A Month of Sundays. These are all $5. Chad, did the sealed metal crate go up yet? No, I hadn't gone through that. We might do some of that next. I have not brought out the metal stuff. No, I haven't. If you're just hopping on, you have not missed that. Mark's at 55 on X. Chip Trout was first to the Lou Reed. Chip Trout first on Lou Reed. Waltz at 60 on X. Jason on Mac. Malcolm McLaurin. That sold to Jason F. Jeff McMaster on DB. DB was David Bowie, and then he said pass when he found out it was a VG. Donnie Moore was first on CC. CNC Music Factory, that sold to Donnie Moore. Jeff McMaster was first to the Gap Band, and Brad Bolin was first to Marian Faithfull. Carol was second. Brent's at 65 on X.
Donnie Moore was CC?
Yes, Donnie Moore CC, Jeff McMaster Gap Band, and Brad Bolin on Marian Faithfull. Let me get some new Japanese auctions rolling. I've only got from this first batch, after we auction these last two, actually what I'll do is make these a buy it now, and we can go ahead and I can go ahead and get into the second batch of stuff I have ready. Cinderella Japanese. Yeah, I got some other stuff, high-end Japanese I'm trying to get to. 65 on X, 66. What's the Don Henley? It's a 12-inch single, promo, Not Enough Love in the World, A Month of Sundays. Everything in here is $4.99. 70 on X, 71, now 75. This is a $55 buy it now. It's a pristine, near mint Japanese copy of Wham! Make It Big with inserts. It's got shrink wrap and obi. $55 buy it now. That's not one I have shown before. Wham! Is $55. I'll lay that right over here. And this is a nice, I love this album cover. This is $20. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. $20 buy it now on that pristine Japanese copy. It's beautiful. Cover, the obi. Really cool copy of that. That's a $20 buy it now. Japanese pressing of that. So 55 on Wham! And 20 on Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Everything in here is forward. Oh, let me pull up a new, I didn't really put up a new auction. Somebody had just requested Cinderella. Let's run it. We auctioned off a promo copy of this last night. We auctioned off a US promo. This is Cinderella Night Songs, and we just randomly found it. You got to tune into our sales. You never know what I'm going to come up with. I mean, this is absolutely pristine. There's the Japanese lyric insert. This is a $55 start. Cinderella Night Songs. $55 start. Brent Rabley, did I miss something? 70, 71, 75, 80, 100. Tracy Miller. Tracy Miller on this. That's so to Tracy Miller. Gary tried bidding 25. It wasn't an auction. It was a buy it now. Clay Moore, you were third. Scott Snee wants the David Bowie that's in here. $4.99. That's so to Scott Snee. We got two bids on Cinderella, and Gary still Gary that's sold. It was just a buy it now. I could have put it up for auction like all the others, but I didn't. No, that's okay. No reason to apologize. Yeah, I guess I should have. I figured I'd put it up, it would get one bid and it would sell. I didn't realize there was going to be 3 or 4 people want it. So everything in here is $4.99. The Batman theme by Neil Hefti, performed by Chuck Cernio. Eric Clapton, I've Got a Rock and Roll Heart, Man in Love, Everybody Ought to Make a Change. I Love Lucy theme. Disco Lucy. ABC, Poison Arrow. These are all $4.99. Paula Abdul, It's Just the Way That You Love Me. Bryan Adams this time, and Bryan Adams, Only the Strong Survive. These are all $4.99. Sting, Nada Como El Sol. This is actually, whoops, this got in the wrong crate, but that's okay. I think this is a full album in Spanish. Or is it? Hold on a second. Yeah, well, that's okay. I think that's like a full album in Spanish. That was supposed to go in the $9.99 crate. Oops. And 2010, Andy Summers. Wait a second. Okay, that's okay too. This is a 12-inch single. I may have got some of these mixed up, but that's a white label promo. I got kind of crazy last night sorting these crates, so you never know what might be in them. There may be some incredible like overlooks. Okay, I'll update our auctions. I got Eric Beck in first at 55 on Cinderella. I'll go ahead and say that. And Howard, you were second. Tom Ulanowski first on Ed. Ed? What was that, Tom? Did he correct that? I don't think so. That wasn't anything in here. Unless it was supposed to be EC, maybe. Tom, was that for Eric Clapton? And then Jason F., he's for sure next on ABC.
Tom says EC.
EC. Okay, so Tom Ulanowski got Eric Clapton. Jason F. got ABC. Donnie Moore on Batman theme. Randy, you were second to ABC. Jeff McMaster first to Sting. Jeff McMaster first to Sting. Then Donnie Moore put PA. Donnie Moore put PA. That's for Paula Abdul. Donnie Moore, Paula Abdul. Jeff Johnson, both Bryan Adams. $5, $5. So did Jeff Johnson. R.M. Lazelle, you were second on Sting. Mark Fallon third. Jeff McMaster first to Andy Summer. Brad Bullen, you were third on Sting. Let's see. Tom Ulanowski. He did say Eric Clapton. Cinderella, 56, 57, 60. Okay, so here's what's going on. We have an autographed copy of X. This is, the name of the album is the Under the Big Black Sun. The actual album and cover and everything is really nice. Near mint. This is up for auction. It is signed by the band, all four members. Brent Rabley is at $100. That's going twice, going three times to him at $100. Then Cinderella over here is at $60 with Eric Beck. We have a pristine Japanese pressing of Cinderella Night Songs. Eric Beck is at $60. Freddie Milford's at $61. Andy Summers was Jeff McMaster's, if you need that one, Ed. Okay. Back, there's not much left in our $4.99 crate. Everything in here is $5. They're mostly 12-inch singles. I think they're all 12-inch singles. Tina Turner, Afterglow. Tina Turner, Let's Stay Together. I have two of those. Yep. One's a VG+. One's a VG+. Kim Wilde, You Keep Me Hanging On. Yes, Leave It. Jay-Z, Stop. These are all $5. Pete Townsend, Face the Face. Jimmy Davis, Injunction. Club Nouveau, Lean on Me. And let me pause there for a second. Final call on X. I guess I'm about to sell that. Cinderella 6162. Jeff McMaster on Tina Turner. So Jeff McMaster, I had two different Tina Turners. I had Let's Stay Together and Afterglow. Let me know which one you want, or if you want both. Julie wants one of the Let's Stay Together, so we can go ahead and tag Julie for one of those. Let's Stay Together. That's for sure Julie Romans. Jeff McMaster was first to Yes. I'm just going to put that right in here with the Tina Turners for right now. And
Julie.
Yep. And then R.M. Lazelle was second on Yes. Jeff was first to Jay-Z. So Jeff's got four in here right now. I hadn't pulled them out yet. And he wants Afterglow. Okay, so he gets these three right here. These three 12-inch singles are sold to Jeff McMaster, $4.99 each. Donnie Moore got Kim Wilde. I'm going to lay that one right there, Ed. That's Donnie Moore's Kim Wilde. Sherry Darnell wants Lean on Me. That was right here. That's sold to Sherry Darnell. Jason come in at a close second. Cameron, Jay-Z's already sold. Freddie's at 65 on Cinderella. Eric's at 66. Michael Manning's at $125 on the X. Brent, you're out. Michael Manning's at $125. Weather report. I think this is Domino Theory. What is this? These are all $4.99, 12-inch singles. Yeah, Domino Theory. Weather report. Saxon, Power and the Glory. Saxon. Comfort and Joy, music from the film Mark Knopfler. These are all $4.99. Robert Plant, Little by Little. Elton John, Heartache All Over the World. Howie Mandel. I don't know if this actually may be an album, but it's like little bits. Is this like his comedy? Isn't he supposed to be like a funny guy? Is that the guy on Deal or No Deal? Or is that the same guy, Howie Mandel? It's like a comedian, right? Or somebody? Yeah. I think that's like a little bit thing of his. Eurythmics, Here Comes the Rain Again. And the Eurythmics and Aretha Franklin. Sisters are doing it for themselves. All right. George Somers was first to Saxon. George Somers first to Saxon. We got Jeff McMaster on RP. That was Robert Plant. That sold to Jeff McMaster. Tommy Flowers first on the Mark Knopfler. Brent Rabley on MK. That was Mark Knopfler. That's already sold. Mark Fallon on Robert Plant. That's already sold. You were second. Curl was third. Greg Waits on Howie Mandel. Belinda on Robert Plant. Belinda on Robert Plant. That's already sold. I'll keep looking for Robert. He's gone. Jason F., you were first on the Eurythmics. Let me know if you want Here Comes the Rain Again or the one with Aretha Franklin. Jeff and Master, you're second. John Stevens, third. Belinda, fourth. Brent, fifth. Mark put Duty. I think that is, he said, Men Eurythmics. Jeff R.W. Weather Report, that's sold to Jeff McMaster. And I think, Julie, you're down the list for the Eurythmics, and so is Brad. Jason was first. Okay, Jason gets both of these. So nobody got Eurythmics but him. Brent said, I waited too long to sell it. I probably did. I apologize. Michael Manning has that for $125. Michael, that's yours. I got to give equal time now. I've got to give that another 30 minutes. Michael Manning has that for $125, going once, going twice. Timothy Jernigan, first to the Elton John. And now the Cinderella. The Cinderella is at 66 of Eric Beck. Final call on this. Final call on this at $65. $65 on Cinderella. 66, excuse me, 66. Trying to multitask. I've done pretty good so far. Had a couple slip-ups tonight with the blocking and stuff, but okay, here's what's left. $4.99. Hall & Oates, Obsession. This is in shrink wrap of hop stickers. Scritti Politti. Wood Bees, Absolute. Don Henley. Disco Lucy, I Love Lucy theme. Tina Turner, Let's Stay Together. And Pete Townsend, Face the Face. Oh, one more. Jimmy Davis and Junction, Kick the Wall. Those are all $5. Jeff McMaster wants Hall & Oates. Final call on X, and we can go ahead and sell Cinderella. Cinderella is sold to the requester, which was Eric Beck. $66 on Cinderella. Eric, that's yours. Jeff got Hall & Oates. Final call on X. Now Michael has to wait. $125 on X. Final call. So here's some stuff in the Japanese bin. I have the Eagles, the Sex Pistols, Cream, the Beatles, Jackson Browne, Allman Brothers, Asia, Blondie, Derek and the Dominoes, Hall & Oates, Eric Clapton, Foreigner, April Wine, Magical Mystery Tour, the Beatles, Bob Dylan, Foreigner, Blondie, the Beatles, Loudness, Human League, Art Blakey, Paul McCartney, Don Henley, the Eagles, Cream, Fleetwood Mac, Sinatra, Led Zeppelin, the Doobies, Carole King, the Beatles, Michael Jackson, Elton John, Otis Redding, Prince, and Aerosmith. That's in our Japanese bin. Jackson Brown, which Jackson? It's running on empty. Cream and Sergeant Pepper's and Almond Brothers. All right, Michael Manning gets X. Michael Manning gets X. $125 sold to Michael Manning. Aerosmith, Loudness. Okay, give me a second. Nobody on that. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $20 for those last 6. 12-inch single bundle. $20 for those last 6 if anybody wants them. Let's see which crate I have next. Is this a $14.99? No, there's my bundle crate. I've been looking for that. There's my bundle crate. Is this the 19? Let's do this one. This is a good one. Did I put that Harvest sampler in here? I hope not. All right. Let me see if I can get to some of these questions and $20 if anybody wants those last ones. Prince was Purple Rain. Let me go ahead and grab Jackson Brown. I can't believe no one said Sex Pistols. Cream. Let's do Cream and Jackson Brown. The Loudness was Delusion and The Birthday Eve. What was the other questions? I think that was the only questions. So this is our $19.99 crate. You know there's going to be some good stuff in here if I've marked them down and they're just $19.99. So, all right, let's show these. Cream, Wheels of Fire. Cream, Wheels of Fire. This is nice. Look at that. Japanese press. Foil cover. There's the lyric insert. In the White Room. Crossroads. Man. I don't know. I'm going to say a $45 start on Cream. $45 start on Cream. Blondie, it was Auto American. Blondie, Auto American. Song remains the same? I don't think so. No, I don't. Let me check. Brent Rabley's at 50 on that. And I think we sold one of these the other night. Jackson Brown, running on empty. There's the inner sleeve. There's the insert. I think this one come with a booklet. At least we did have one the other night with one. I don't see one with this one. Near mint. And this is a $35 start. Jackson Brown, running on empty. $35 start on that. Brent's at 50 on Cream, 35 on Jackson Brown. Everything in this crate is $19.99. What's Shakin'? The Lovin' Spoonful with the Paul Butterfield Blues Band, Tom Rush, Eric Clapton, Al Cooper. I listened to this last night. It's really good. It's got some early Clapton stuff on it. Paul Butterfield Blues, $19.99. So the price I'm telling you is the price of everything in this crate. That will be on sale prices for everything. That is the discounted price for everything in here. So that's the final price. The Coming Atlantis, Freddie Robinson, has a little bit of cover damage up here. That was $34.99, now $19.99. The Coming Atlantis, Freddie Robinson, does have some water damage to the cover. Brent Rabley on Lovin' Spoonful. These are $19.99 now, Ed. Brent has high bid on Cream and Jackson Brown, 50 and 35. That's going once, going twice. Sam, Hard and Heavy. This was Sam from Sam the Sham, $19.99. Atlantic 4-digit, OG of course. Bobby Bland, Ain't Nothing You Can Do. This is a VG copy from 1964, $19.99. I had $49.99 on this. It is a VG copy, but really nice for what it is. I've had other copies worse than that. Aerosmith is sealed. Huge markdown on this one. It's like shouldn't even be in here. Aerosmith Done with Mirrors is sealed. 1999. Jeff McMaster on Bobby Bland, BB. Adam Stein gets Aerosmith. Yeah, that's like really cheap. Adam Stein got that. Jeff McMaster was second. Kathy was third. Mark Fallon fourth. Fleetwood Mac Rumors. No condition notes. In shrink wrap. Very nice. Fleetwood Mac Rumors. USOG. 1999. ZZ Top. Rio Grande Mud. 1999. Repress label. Near Mint. Neil Young. Hawks and Doves. 1999. And Yes, Fragile. This is a US OG with the booklet poster insert that came with it. Really nice copy. That is 1999. Okay, Aerosmith. Anthony Miller was first to Fleetwood Mac. Brent Rabley first to ZZ Top. Gavin second on Fleetwood Mac. Michael Potts second on ZZ Top. UJ Miller third, fourth, fifth, and Kathy was first to Yes. All right, let's go ahead and end these auctions. Cream is sold for $50 to Brent Rabley, and Jackson Brown is $35. Those are $50 and $35. Let me grab two more new ones over here. Let's see. Let's do, some people asked about loudness. I'll grab that one. And what else was asked about? Well, I'll grab this. I don't see a Japanese copy of this too often. Let's see what we have here. And there's no, I don't have Song Remains the Same in this crate, but I do have some more Japanese stuff behind the counter. The Japanese Aerosmith was, what's that one called? Rocks. I got a Japanese pressing of Rocks. Okay, the Eagles. Self-titled debut. Let's take a look at this one. See what's in it. Near mint vinyl, of course. Really nice copy. There's an insert. $45 start on the Eagles. $45 start on the Eagles. Loudness is a $35 start. Loudness, The Birthday Eve. $35 start on that. Eagles and Loudness, $45 and $35. Everything in this crate is $19.99. Hooligans The Who, that is now $19.99. Hooligans The Who, that is an EX copy. Jimmy Witherspoon, The Spoon Concerts, that's $19.99. My Prescription, Bobby Womack, that was $39.99. That is now $19.99. Big discounts on these. Jerry Washington, Right Here Is Where You Belong, from 1973. That is now $9.99. Except Eat the Heat. Except is $19.99. That's a gold stamp promo. Except is $19.99. Planet P Project, Pink World. Gold stamp promo with hype sticker. Alice Cooper, Lace and Whiskey. And Stanley Kubrick's Clockwork Orange. Rycooter, self-titled. And we have E.T. Picture Disc. E.T. Picture Disc. That is $19.99. When you get into the metal crate, I will bring that over next. I've got about half of it priced. The other half I'll have to try to work in as auctions. The first auction is going to be a choice lot on 3 Slayer albums that I've got laying over here to my side. Okay, we do have bids on Loudness. John Lang was in first at $35. Howard, you were second. So John Lang has Loudness at $35. Retro Class Entertainment put BW and then JW. BW and JW. That was for both of these. $19.99 each. That's Rydell Martin, by the way. First to accept was John Lang. John Lang got the accept. Jared McLaughlin was second. Brent Rabley on Rycooter. Brent Rabley on that. Kathy on Clockwork Orange. Pink, a double. Yes, This is 2 LPs. That is 2 LPs. Kathy first to the ET picture disc, and Jason was second. Clockwork Orange went to Kathy. Brent Rabley got Rycooter. And then ET goes to Kathy. Mark, I'll let you know if a copy of Song Remains the Same pops up, but right now I don't have one within my reach. After the Gold Rush, Neil Young, that's now 1999. Nina, 99 Luft Balloons. Tom Petty, You're Gonna Get It. David Bowie, The Man Who Sold the World. This is a bootleg. They're all bootlegs. Like, I think I've had a couple dozen. I've never had a real one. 1999. The History of Eric Clapton, really nice copy of this. I'm talking, it is nice. That was originally $39.99. And Marillion, Misplaced Childhood. Okay, Howard's back in on Loudness at 36. Who was at 35? John Lang, You're Out. Howard's got that for 36. That's going once, going twice to him. George Somers was first in on Tom Petty. These are all 1999. Rain was first in on the David Bowie. Rain got the David Bowie. Carol Puckett on Neil Young. Carol Puckett on Neil Young. And Marillion goes to Scott Smith. Adam was second. John Lang was third. Wayne Titsworth on the Pink. So Marillion is sold to Scott Smith. Adam second. John Lang third. Wayne Titsworth on the Planet P project, Pink World. And John Lang is back in on Loudness at 37. Okay, so the Eagles, I don't think I said a $35 start, did I? Did I say a $35 start? I think I said a $45 start on that one. So, if I said $35, I'm going to go ahead and sell it to you, Jeff, but I'm pretty sure I said a $45 start on that one. Or maybe you're just offering $35. So, everything in here is $19.99. Another Marillion, Script for a Jester's Tear. That is $19.99. Jerry Mulligan, Feeling Good. That's $19.99. More Chuck Berry, 1963 mono, EX on the vinyl. EX on the vinyl. And Chuck Berry's Fresh Berries, 1965 VG Plus. 1965 VG Plus. Man, there's some great records in here at a great price. You said 45. That's what I thought. So, Jeff, if you want the Eagles, I will sell it to you for $45. If you're passing, then I'm going to make it a buy it now, and I'm just going to push it to the side. Howard's at 38 on Loudness. Jason was first to this Marillion. Jason was first that time. John Lang second. Adam Stein third. Scott Smith fourth. Floyd fifth. And then Brent Rabley, I've got you at the Chuck Berries. Let me know if you want fresh berries or more Chuck Berry. Loudness is still getting bids, and Jeff says he'll take the Eagles for $45. All right, go ahead and sell him that for $45. Let me put Loudness over here, and let me grab a new Japanese pressing to auction. I got another Loudness. We're already doing one. I'll skip that one for now. Let's do this Allman Brothers. I posted this on Facebook. There's no Obi, but they're really nice. Both for $35. I got to stick at $19.99 on these. I have told about 2 dozen people now everything is the price. Allman Brothers, Eat a Peach. I was just taking a look. What a weird label. A green Warner Brothers label. Of course, it is Japanese. But very strange to see that on that. Brent, any other time and any other situation, yes. But like about a dozen people's made offers on things in these flip crates. And I've said, we got to do the sticker or we got to do the price, whatever it is. Yeah, this is really nice. So no Obi on this one. 2 LPs, absolutely pristine. And this is a $35 start. That's really nice vinyl. It's going to be hard to find one much better than that. There's Almond Brothers Eat a Peach. Yeah, not on a Capricorn. $35 start. Well, now that one, these are tough to find with Obies. Our first presses, I've been following them on Discogs for a while. Try finding first presses of those first two of Obies. I don't even think they exist. I mean, I know they exist, but I don't know if there's... Yeah, they did it one time. I don't think there's any left in existence. First presses with Obies of the first 5 Almond Brothers albums. Impossible to find. Okay, Almond Brothers is at... Lots of bids. Okay, loudness is at, where are we at on loudness? $38. Howard, that's going twice, going 3 times to you. Brent Rabley said he would take the first Chuck Berry. That's more. And so this one's still available if anybody wants it. This one is $19.99. It's on this black chest label. It is a 1965. It is a 1965. Brent says he wants the other one as well. Okay. So Brent got both of those. Scott, they're sold. Almond Brothers is at 35, 35, 45, 40, 40, 45. So Carol Puckett was in first at 45. Everyone else is out. Etta James at last. I had to Discogs this because I was surprised at what we originally had it priced at $44.99. I think the last one sold was over $50 in the same condition. Not a cheap record, and it's a, it's a chess master series. Not a cheap record, $19.99. Etta James, that's sold to Kathy. If anybody gets a chance, look those up. I don't know if it's something to do with the mastering on this, but I could have listed this last night on Discogs for $49.99, and it would probably been very fair. Kathy got that. Nathan's at $50 on the Almond Brothers. And let's go ahead and sell loudness to Howard. Howard gets loudness for $38. Etta James went to Kathy, Adam, Rydell Martin, and Jeff McMaster, all second on that one. For that not to be an OG, it must be something to do with the mastering. Maybe it's cut from the original. I didn't read that far. I was trying to go through a million records last night. Okay, what do we have up? Almond Brothers. Let's do another classic rock essential. Layla, Japanese pressing of Derek and the Dominoes. Let's take a look at this. Derek and the Dominoes. Really nice cover. Japanese lyric insert and 2 mint LPs. Let's start this one at $45 as well. Layla and Other Assorted Love Songs. $45 start. High bid on Almond Brothers is $50. Layla's got a bid at $45. Everything in here is $19.99, and that's the final price. The Police, Synchronicity, this is standard black vinyl, no translucent on that one. The Doors, no condition notes on this one. It does have some scuffs, and it's on the red Electra label. Red Electra label on that. The Doors. Derek and the Dominoes in concert, it's $19.99. And Atomic Rooster, in hearing of Atomic Rooster. David Bowie Pinups, that's a VG Plus. VG Plus, these are all $19.99. And The Who, Hooligans, $19.99. Layla, Greg, I think we already have a $50 bid. We do. Nathan was already in at $50. He put ANN instead of ABB. But Greg, we've already got a $50 bid. Jeremy Walker's in at $45 on Layla. Arm Lazelle first on The Doors. These are $19.99. Adam Stein first on David Bowie Pinups. That was a VG Plus. Zachary Smith, you were second. Jeff McMaster got the Hooligans. That's sold to Jeff. And Greg, you were second to The Doors. Eric Clapton, Backless. This is a 1978 UK pressing. 1978 UK pressing. Really nice copy. I think if I was going to add this record in my collection, I would go with this one. Greg's at 55 on Almond Brothers is Dwayne Allman on the Derek Live. I don't think so. I think he was already dead at this point, wasn't he? 1973. Yeah, I think he's already... This is Eric Clapton, Bobby Whitlock, Jim Gordon, and Carl Radel. No Dwayne Allman on this one. Unless it's some kind of... Yeah, not to my knowledge. Who asked that? Mike? 1999. Greg Rogers at 55 on the Allman Brothers. Jared, I've already sold Doobie Brothers. And Tom Ulanowski wants the Eric Clapton. I sold to Tom Ulanowski. All right, final call on Layla. I think I've done the first call. Jeremy Walker has the Japanese copy of Layla for 45. Final call. And the Allman Brothers is now at 55 of Greg Rogers. Alice Cooper, Love It to Death. Censored version. Really nice copy, though. Gatefold. I think it's... does it have something in it? No, it's just a really nice cover. That is 1999. Ry Cooder, Paradise and Lunch. David Allen Coe, Hello in There. That was originally $34.99. That is 1999. All right, 55 on Allman Brothers. Final call, Bowie, Eric Clapton. Brent's at 50 on Layla. Nathan's out on Allman Brothers. And Adam Stein on David Allen Coe. Brent Rablin on Ry Cooder. Dwayne played 2 live shows with Derek. Wow, I didn't know that. No, he's not on this one. That must have been right after they formed. John Miller wants Derek and Domino's in concert. That's sold to John Miller. All right, so Jeremy. Layla is now at 50 with Brent Rabley. And let me figure out where Allman Brothers is. Greg Rogers is at 55. Greg Rogers is at 55. Okay, let me do... I got a whole crate of bundle deals. Let me do these first. I got a whole crate of them. Like stuff I've got a bunch of artist stuff. Here's the first one. $35. $35. Prints. There's 3 of them. They're all 12-inch singles and maxi singles. Hot Thing. Thieves in the Temple. Mountains. $35 for all 3 of those. Sold to Jason F. Jeremy's back in on Layla at 51. Brent's at 53. Jason got the 3 print singles for 35. Let's go ahead and sell the Allman Brothers to Greg Rogers for 55. He got that for 55. Next, Japanese auction. Let me just start from the front of the crate at this point and work my way back. And guess what? The next record is the Sex Pistols, Flogging a Dead Horse. Let me go ahead and run it. So Brent's back in on Layla at 53. We have the Sex Pistols. So this Obi's pretty interesting. It's like the insert and the Obi in one kind of. It's like a backflip on this. Near Mint, really nice cover in Obi. And the vinyl is pristine. Sex Pistols is a, man, I don't know. $55 start. Flogging a Dead Horse. $55 start on that, Sex Pistols. Jeremy's out on Layla. Brent has that at 53, going once, going twice. There's a few records left here in the 1999 bin that I hadn't shown. Another David Allen Coe, Tennessee Whiskey. Bob Dylan, this is a weird looking cover. It's blonde on blonde. It's a repress. 1999. It's really nice condition though. Really kind of weird looking cover. It's kind of blurry. Of course, it was already kind of blurry, but that one's got like some color problems to it or something. Adam Stein on David Allen Coe. That's sold to Adam Stein. Kathy, you were second. The Best of Gary Lewis and the Playboys. This is actually a Japanese pressing on red vinyl. Now just $19.99. Red vinyl, Japanese press on the Liberty. Original. That's $19.99. And the last record is The Best of Waylon Jennings, sealed. The Best of Waylon Jennings, sealed. Gary Lewis, sold to Brent Rabley. High bid on Derek and the Dominoes is Layla. excuse me, what did I just say? High bid on Layla is $53, and Brent's at $55 on Sex Pistols. High bid on both of those. Kathy is, hold on a second. Gary, what just happened? David Allen Coe, Gary. Alan Jonathan was first to the Whalen. Alan Jonathan, you were first to the Whalen. Is Dylan not a gatefold? Yeah, Dylan's a gatefold. Yeah. It's still a gatefold. That's $19.99. It's available if anybody wants it. Kathy, you were second on Whalen. Joe Beatty, we've already sold David Allen Coe. Toby, we've already sold Whalen. Jeff Johnson, we've already sold Whalen. David Tate, we've already sold Whalen. John Stevens is at 60 on the Sex Pistols, and Jeff McMaster's at 65. Still live. We are live. I'm going to recap these $19.99 records. I'm going to bring that metal crate over here, and I think there's some people waiting on that. I'll show what I have priced. The other stuff, well, I'll just have to auction because I don't have it ready. Most of it's priced, though, and I know for sure we're going to auction a few of those Slayers. So let's go ahead and sell this. I think I've done the final call already. Derek and the Dominoes is sold. Layla, same thing. The name of the album is Layla, and the other Sorted Love Song. That's sold to Brent for $53. Sex Pistols is at $65 with Jeff McMaster. Mia asked about the Otis Redding, so let me go ahead and bring it over. If it's one Mia needs, Mia will bid. If it's one Mia doesn't need, then maybe somebody else will bid. This is the Immortal Otis Redding. Really nice Japanese pressing of this. There's the insert. No Obi on this one. Near mint vinyl. It's hard to find near mint. It's hard to find near mint Otis Redding records. That's why the Japanese stuff is kind of like, hey, this is near mint. $25 start. Is the Sex Pistols on Virgin Vinyl Ironic 67. Let's see. This is Flogging a Dead Horse, Sex Pistols VIL 6024. The Obi reads VIL 6024, 2,500 yen. Sex Pistols is at 70. We got 3 bids of Otis Redding. Here's what's left in the $19.99 bin. Freddie Robinson, The Coming Atlantis. That's now $19.99. Did I miss the joke? Isn't the Sex Pistols on Virgin Vinyl ironic? Oh, I thought you were asking like a catalog number. That went over my head. Sam, Hard and Heavy, $19.99. Neil Young, Hawks and Doves. I take all comments very seriously. The Hooligans. I just sold another copy. This is like a greatest hits, by the way. I Can't Explain, I Can See for Miles, Pinball Wizard, Summertime Blues, Bob O'Reilly, Joined Together, Squeeze Box, The Real Me. That's $19.99. Sherry Darnell on Neil Young. Otis Redding, 25, 25, 25, 30, 31, 35. Sherry Darnell got Neil Young. Nathan's at 32 on Otis Redding. Jimmy Witherspoon is $19.99. Alice Cooper, Lace and Whiskey. Alice Cooper, Lace and Whiskey. Out on Sex Pistols, Brent Rabley. Nina, 99. Wow, somebody needs to buy this. Her voice is enchanting. Her voice is enchanting. Hey, that Let Me Be Your Pirate, it'll put you into a trance. I can listen to her sing. I don't even know what she's singing about in German. The other side. There's one side in English and one side in German. I don't know, but it sounds good. No one bought this. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. Let me read some of the tracks or something. I mean, we got to get these sold. These are like blowout. First of all, this is an original Atco pressing. Just, okay. Let me move on. Gary Mulligan, Feeling Good. This was originally $49.99. This is a pretty good jazz album for $19.99. Look at that. I got to make sure everybody's awake. I might have to like really explain these to you. First, let's go back to the Sex Pistols. The Sex Pistols is at $70 with John Stevens. John, this is looking good for you. Going twice, going 3 times. High bid on Otis. I've got Calvin Ward at $35. Calvin Ward's at $35 on Otis. Then we had Belinda. Everything in this crate is $19.99. Belinda gets Nina. Debbie Blair got Eric Clapton. Jeff's out on Sex Pistols. Dan, you were second on Clapton. Randy was third. Jeremy, you was fourth. Tom Ulanowski needs to put back the Eric Clapton backless. And then Alan Jonathan on the Gary Mulligan. Nathan Myers back in, so we got a Clapton coming back from Tom. And Wake Up with that metal crate. It's coming up next. I got to sell everything in here first, or I feel like I'm a failure. The Police. Synchronicity. This has my favorite Police song on it, which is King of Pain. Synchronicity Part 2. Every Breath You Take. Tea in the Sahara. And Atomic Rooster, that's a surprise. Alice Cooper, Atomic Rooster, and Bob Dylan. So that's Bob Dylan, Alice Cooper, Atomic Rooster, The Police, Alice, was there 2 Alice Coopers? Yeah, there's 2 Alice Cooper. Jimmy Witherspoon, The Who, and last is Sam, Hard and Heavy, and Freddie Robinson. Kathy wants The Police. All right, sell that to Kathy. Let's sell John Stevens, the Sex Pistols, for $70. And let's do Otis Redding for $36, Nathan Myers. Otis Redding, Nathan Myers, $36. Okay, and John, everything is not, I have not discounted anything out of these. I consider these like, Dylan, we had $44.99 on, and of course, you know, some of these are already like more than half off.
Sex Pistols, John Stevens.
Yeah, $70. Atomic Rooster was $39.99. There is about 13 different covers of this. There's about 13, 17. There's a bunch of different covers of Synchronicity. Kathy Amos got that, $19.99. Nathan Myers has Otis Redding going twice, going 7 times. Let me grab the metal crate. Is it right here on the floor? Okay, we're going to do a choice auction. I don't do this too often. Let me go ahead and bring these over here before I grab the actual crate. Is that it?
Is that the one?
I think he had backless too.
Is it backless?
Tom, did you want to put back this 12-inch single or backless? It may be backless. Okay. Let me explain to everybody how a choice auction works. A choice auction is when I'm going to put 3 records up for bid. The only thing you have to do is say Slayer and put your bid. And then if you win, you can pick which one you want, or you can pick all 3 of them. That's how a choice auction works. I usually don't do it with records because it usually don't make sense to, but I do it all the time on my coin and knife sale, especially with pocket knife lots and coin lots. So I've got 3 Slayer albums here. I'm going to put them up for bid. Winning bidder can pick which one you want. So you bid just as normal. Just put Slayer, your bid. If you win, you can pick which one. These first 2 are, well, I think they're all out of print. These first 2 are kind of actually hard to find a comp because they're kind of expensive on Discogs. It's Slayer, Undisputed Attitude. This is new and sealed. That's all I can tell you. It's new and sealed. It's sealed. It's not an OG. It's not from 1996, I don't think. I'm pretty positive on that. $45 start. $45 start. Slayer, Diabolus in Musica. I've never seen that one. I know for sure, like, you can't order that right now, back order if you wanted to. These are out of print. $45 start. And then this third one here is World in Painted Blood. World in Painted Blood. So that's how that auction works. Choice lot. You get to win and pick one, which one you want. Now let me actually go get the rest of the crate. And then what I don't have, what we don't get to in the crate that's not already priced, I'll flip through them and then you can tell me what you want me to put up for auction. That's simple. Okay, then after this crate, we may need to take a quick break. I kind of need one, and I'm sure Ed and Josh does too. I kind of hate to stop as the rate we're going, but y'all see we got some good stuff tonight, so I hope you'll come back. Just a fair warning, we may get into a batch of Dio records. Please don't comment Dio. Please comment the actual name of the album. But before that, Timothy wants Alice Cooper and Atomic Rooster. Timothy, which Alice Cooper did you want, or did you want both of them? I've got Alice Cooper, Love It to Death. I know you want Atomic Rooster, and then I have Lace and Whiskey on the other Cooper. So Alice Cooper and Atomic Rooster. I know for sure you want that one, Timothy, and then let me know on these two. I got two different ones there. We can also sell Otis Redding to Nathan Myers for $36. High bid on Slayer is $50 with David Gaddis. So one more time, choice lot on Slayer, Undisputed Attitude, Diabolus and Musica, and World Painted Blood. All right. Just the Atomic Rooster. Okay. So Alice Cooper is still available. And the 1978, the really nice 1978 Clapton backless is available if anybody wants it, $19.99. The Bob Dylan is a late 70s repress. Late 70s repress. Okay, first record. Like I said, don't comment Dio. Nathan Myers got Otis Redding for $36, and that Jernigan, Timothy Jernigan, got Atomic Rooster. Dio, Killing the Dragon, $39.99. This is the lenticular cover. That is the lenticular cover of Dio, Killing the Dragon, $39.99. Nathan Myers wants to Eric Clapton. So back from Tom back to Nathan. David Gaddis is at $50 on the Slayer choice lot. Let me grab another Japanese pressing in just a second. Marco Martinez first on Killing the Dragon. These are all sticker price on the back, Ed. This
too?
No, that's $19.99.
This one $19.99.
Dio, this crate from here on out,
Okay.
It'll be sticker, yeah.
Who got that one?
Marco Martinez. Yeah. Finding the Sacred Heart, live in Philly. I've had these before. I own a copy of this myself. This should be on colored vinyl. They've made them on clear vinyl and silverish looking vinyl. This is an awesome live show. $29.99. Dio, Finding the Sacred Heart. Once again, I think there's like 7 Dio records in here, so just put a keyword from the title so I know which one you want. Brent, I've already got a $50 bid on Slayer. I've already got a $50 bid. David was in first at $50. Belinda was in first on Finding the Sacred Heart. That's sold to Belinda Dobb. John Lang, you were second, and Jeff, you were third. Joe, you were fourth. So once again, try to use a keyword, because that way you'll understand when you see how things go. Okay, Strange Highways. This is on purple vinyl, $39.99. Strange Highways. That's on purple vinyl. That's originally a Rocktober, $39.99. That's a limited. A lot of these Dios are the limited lenticular covers. They're colored vinyl. There's not many in here that's standard black. They're colored vinyl. The Slayer albums, again, the Slayer albums are World Painted Blood, and then I think the two kind of pricier ones, from what I've seen, was Undisputed Attitude and Diabolus in Musica, especially that one. Those, and I think all three of those are out of print right now. High bid is $50 with David, going once, going twice. Let me go ahead and put up a new Japanese auction, so that way we have two things going. I think Mia asked about the Art Blakey. Let me pull that. Hey, there's a Doobie's Greatest Hits in here. That's one of the best sounding Japanese pressings I've ever heard. On the New Tradition, Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. I've never seen this before. On the New Traditions, Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. This is a $35 start. It's got the Japanese insert with it, and it's near mint vinyl. Art Blakey, pretty interesting cover there. On the New Tradition, that's a $35 start. Slayer 55, 55. Brent was in first at 55. Marco got this one. Strange Highways. Marco Martinez got that. I have a feeling almost everything in here is going to sell. We'll call this one Holy Diver. It's a picture disc. 35th anniversary of Holy Diver, recorded live at Donington in 1983. And Electrica, first appearance on vinyl. This is a Dio picture disc. It's not the Holy Diver album. It's just a single. You might want to know the price. $19.99. $19.99. Scott Snee is at $60 on the Slayer. That's a new auction. Yeah.
Okay.
This is sold to Dakota. This is sold to Dakota. Jeff was second. David Gaddis is 57 on Slayer. We've already got a $60 bid. So, okay. I'm going to try to tell you like the price, and I'm trying to make this as simple as possible so there's no confusion. Okay, this next one is $24.99. We had a first batch of Dio here, unfortunately, or not, I guess, unfortunately, but let me see if I can peek at this one. We're going to call this one, well, I don't know, Rainbow, I guess, Killing the Dragon. $24.99. This is another Dio picture disc. $24.99 for this one. Rainbow in the Dark Live and Killing the Dragon. $24.99. That one goes to Howard. Picture disc Dio, $24.99. That one sold to Howard. That one sold to Howard. There's no way I can really mix these up anyway. Okay. Next album is $44.99, Magica. Magica has the lenticular cover on it. Magica has the lenticular cover. That is the limited edition first press of that. That's sold to John Mincemoyer. That's sold to John Mincemoyer, Magica. All right, Slayer is... I got Scott Snee at $60, just so everybody knows. This is for choice on these three Slayer albums. $60 on Slayer. $60 to Scott Snee. Going once, going twice. And then I'm looking for a $35 start on the Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. $35 start on that. John was first on Magica. Marco was second. Todd Pratt third. UJ Miller fourth. What is next here? Okay, I think this one's recognizable. $34.99, Lock Up the Wolves. This is the exclusive limited edition Record Store Day Crawl. $34.99 for Lock Up the Wolves. These are all, by the way, these are all new and sealed. I have not shown an opened record yet. This is all sealed stuff. This is all sealed stuff from that Memphis metal collection that we picked up a couple months ago. John told me, he said, hey, I found like 4 boxes of sealed metal records back here. And I was like, well, that's good. And then I found a couple last night, so... Our back room is insane. Who was first to lock? Devin Reese. Devin Reese, first to that one. It was $34.99. That sold to Devin. Out on Slayer, Marco was second. All right, I'm selling the Slayers then to Scott Snee. Scott, $60. Sold to you. Let me know which one you want, or you can have all three. Undisputed Attitude, Diabolos and Musica, and World Painted Blood. And if anybody wants to Art Blakey, it's a $35 buy it now. That's the first Japanese press that has not got a bid tonight. $35 buy it now on that. Well, that and the Wham. Let's see. Scott Snee wants Diablos. Is that what that says? Diablos? Pretty close. There's a U in there somewhere. That's sold to Scott Snee. Okay, so who was the... well, let's see. If you were bidding, I guess now it goes to David. David Gaddis. So David, you're next if you want any of these two, and then Scott, and then Brent Rabley. Undisputed Attitude and World Painted Blood. Those are available if you want them for that $60 price. This next record is $44.99. Live After Death, Iron Maiden, $44.99. Dakota just asked, is there any Iron Maiden? That's what was next. $44.99. Iron Maiden, Live After Death. Sold to Dakota. All right, I'm really going to change it up on y'all now. I've got a 3-piece Ricky Skaggs bundle. These were originally $12.99. I got a sealed one for $20, and I got another one for $12.99. I'm thinking 5, 5, and 10. $20 for all 3 Ricky Skaggs. $20 for all 3 of those. Okay, I guess at this point, does anybody want any of those other 2 Slayers? Undisputed Attitude and World Painted Blood. Brent Rabley gets the Skaggs bundle. Alex was second. Calvin was third. $20 for those 3, Ed. Next is $49.99. It's Slayer, the Repentless Killology, or Killogy, live at the Forum in Inglewood, California. $34.99 on that. Jared Koski wants World Painted Blood. And Jared, I think you're already in our system, aren't you? I know you're a fairly new buyer, but I'm pretty sure you're already in our system, right? Sell him that for $60. World Painted Blood. Jared Koski. Then I got another Slayer right here, $49.99. Next is not really metal, but it's a still new sealed record. Elvis Costello, $19.99. Elvis Costello and the Imposters, Purse, Record Store Day exclusive, 180 gram, 45 RPM. I definitely need a drink of water. Adam Stein on Elvis Costello. Jared, let me know if maybe you've already bought this week and you emailed us, or maybe you've bought before, but I need to know just in case. Huh? Jared Koski, K-O-S, or Koski, yeah. Legion of the Damned. This is $29.99. Okay, Jared, so you're a first-time buyer. Let me know if that's correct, and I will send you instructions. I feel like I've said that name before. Slaves of the Shadow Realm. Slaves of the Shadow Realm. That is sold to Howard Benway. That's sold to Howard Benway. First-time buyer. Okay, I'm going to send in our comments right now our email address, which is contact at shopcollectco. Make sure I spell this right. co.com. And Jared, I need you to send us an email. Contact at shopcollectco.com. I need you to send us an email, please. We will invoice you on Monday, $7 shipping. As much as you want to buy for the rest of the night. $44.99. Slayer Haunting the Chapel. $44.99. And Massacre is $39.99. From Beyond. $44 and $39 on those. $44 and $39 on those. This is Morbid Angel. Blessed Are the Sick. This one has actually been, I think they opened it at the bottom to determine what colored vinyl it was, because they wrote black on the shrink wrap over the barcode. But it's been torn along the bottom. I think they tore it on the bottom, slid it out, and then put it back in the shrink wrap. So that's technically opened, but it looks sealed. That's $24.99. Angel Witch, $29.99. This is on red vinyl. Angel of Light, Angel Witch, red vinyl, metal blade. $29.99 for Warbringer, Weapons of Tomorrow. And Slayer, Rain in Blood, $39.99 for Slayer, Rain in Blood, $39.99. Rush in Rio, 4LP, pressed at QRP, $99.99. Rush in Rio, $99.99. Howard wants AW. That was Angel Witch. That sold to Howard. And Slayer, $34.99. Seasons in the Abyss. Seasons in the Abyss, $34.99 for Slayer. Now, here's where things, that's the only stuff I had stickered. The rest of the crate that I shown in the flip video, I didn't have price. So if there's something you're looking for, let me know. I'll pull it out We'll Discogs it right quick, and I'll put it up for auction. Jeffrey Walker gets Slayer, Seasons in the Abyss. I think I can still order this. I don't know why I never have, but that was in stock recently. So, Kyle, if you want me to check into that, I'll keep your name down, and I think I can still order that. That's something that's still in print. So, here's what's left. Rush and Rio, $99.99. Slayer, Rain and Blood was $39.99. Warbringer, Weapons of Tomorrow, $29.99. Morbid Angel, Blessed Are the Sick, $24.99. That's technically opened. Massacre from Beyond is $39.99. Slayer, Haunting the Chapel is $44.99. And Slayer, The Repentless Killology is $49.99. And of course, we have one Slayer for $60 left in for the choice lot auction. Slayer, Undisputed Attitude, $60 if anybody wants that. So the rest of it, I got lots of other stuff to sell tonight. So I'm just going to go on to another crate. But yeah, we still got 4 crates of new vintage. And we still got, I got 2 more flip crates to go through. So we need to take a break. Let's pause for a second. Okay, we're going to take a very quick break, as in just like 25 minutes. It is currently 10:05. I hope everybody can come back. We're going to restart this stream at 10:30. Here's what I got left. Let me see if I can even turn around the camera here. Oh. We've got that gray crate is Japanese vinyl. That red crate on the floor is bundle deals. There's like 4 Genesis albums, and I'll tell you a price. And then behind the, let's see here. I don't know if I can see what y'all can see. Behind the dolly here, behind the cart, that's another $6.99 crate and another $4.99 crate, $14.99 crate. So as you can see, lots more. And over here, I've got 4 crates of vintage. So we're going to come back at 10:30. Don't fall asleep. It's Saturday night. Don't be lame. Don't fall asleep. I'll be back at 10:30. We're going to take our coffee break, and I'm going to find some more energy, and we'll be back then. So 10:30, right here on this channel. Jared says he'll take the Rain and Blood too. There's going to be some great deals. Don't miss it.